Run, run, run. Go, go, go.
Let's get the shit out of me.
Stop horror farming, NG. I already know you're doing it.
Be nice.
Most comfortable place to sleep.
Morning.
Make sure to be on alert. Have your equipment ready.
Rowan, I had a chat with Luca, and I guess you noticed it's definitely getting bigger. We were thinking it's time to pack up. I also took a stroll a few hours ago, and the land and the plants around it are starting to draw that Kenval color. So.
You look that bad there, huh?
Yeah, we
We
should start packing up.
Patrols. Do we have any sort of smaller impacts or something? Again, I'm not sure how big it's getting.
No, but I assume it's a matter of time. I really think we should, like Luca said.
Everyone, Lumen, back up.
Understood, Cap.
I think we could probably fall back to Terra Camp. What do you think? I say ship, just in case we have to actually take hold somewhere.
And Gio?
Don't want to leave our things out.
Morning.
Morning. How's everything over here?
Wes.
Go check on Terra.
Yeah, thought so.
I'll help be packing up in a moment, just checking with them in there. Solus. Yeah, he gave the order. Going to be packing up the other tent then?
Is everyone packing up?
Seems so. Looking to move back to the airship, it seems.
Understood. It's amazing she just makes us trek back and forth through here.
Indeed. Alright. One reckless action doesn't excuse another. Alright. Having any luck with this? Morning.
Packed up and ready?
Yeah, we're gonna lose a group here. Doesn't look like it's on my back. No, it isn't.
It's 3.
I can't even grab it anymore. Yep, I can't even. Yeah,
Just hold on to it. Oh, okay,
I was
yeah,
going to
yeah,
say
yeah.
just
I'll
place it
do
for
it.
You're a
now.
big guy. You can carry it under your shoulder. You'll be fine.
I don't
good?
doubt it,
Did
but
that
I'd rather
work?
be safe than sorry.
I don't think that worked.
No, I.
You just need
I
to grab it
just need
and
to-
then let go. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Should be
Feels
good.
good enough.
Fantastic.
Why are you making our guest hold it?
She's not a guest. We're her guests.
Yeah, but I meant
What
over
do you got
here.
there?
He's right.
What do you got there,
Contextually
sis?
speaking, she's a guest.
The kingfish, apparently. Yeah.
But anyways, let's not get into the silly stuff
Although
about
I'm not
it.
happy to really just hold this. I mean, it's already almost.
It's getting bigger.
Luca,
That it is.
Yeah.
he's ready to go.
Okay.
Why, though? That's my only question. Why? What?
You got your
Yeah,
camera?
but why? For what reason?
Forward base team. We should all assemble.
Luca, we want to go that way to go check on the tree. You know, the one that Lorium kind of like made, just to make sure that's all
The one
good.
that was planted.
That's fine. Probably not a good idea to walk past that rift anyway.
That way, scatter around.
Yeah. The thicker that fog's getting, the worse it's going to be to
Everyone's ready
walk
to go.
past.
We'll stick
together, we'll move as a unit.
Sounds good to me.
Lumen, you ready?
Did we ever find our second bag?
Okay.
We're going
No,
left, right,
no
or we're all
luck.
moving together in the group.
It definitely was swiped.
Yeah, we're all moving together.
Understood.
Let's go.
Let's move, Umbra.
Not the kind of outfit I expected, but if it helps,
Any luck convincing your father to start ballet classes?
But like I said, try to stay center mass of the group so that so it's easier for us to.
I'm pretty much done with these types of jokes.
worry not.
And
we can
keep you
find
safe.
us.
Every day that passes, I'm getting more and more worried for my
That doesn't take away what I said, does it?
No.
Aurelie, move in front of me. Hold the back.
What?
Looking a certain way made me feel funny. So I'm okay with
It's a good sign that there wasn't any activity or cult activity last night.
For now.
Stay center mass. Come on, Mila. Let's catch up.
Well, you know, it's kind of odd to stay in center mass when there's like literally two masses here.
Well, so long as you're center of the mass, you know.
Which one? There's two.
Yes.
All right, fair. So I got up early in the morning and walked all the way over here. Yeah.
Still try to do as best as you can. I understand things are always rough. Needs be, we're here to help.
Yeah. Not too sad about it. I failed this time, I'll try again, and maybe next time I will get it. Who knows?
Failure is not going to set us back for the entire thing, for the entirety of everything, so that's just a one step back does not mean the end of a journey.
Right.
Barrett.
Luca?
I
know you're probably already planning to do this, but probably wise to let your father know that it's expanding. Any kind of dugouts or fortifications that people can start building in the town might give us an advantage when it comes to blows.
And we can try to do as best as we can, but we also do not know how much we're expecting to come out of that rift. We could be dealing with a couple of imps in the next couple of days. We could be dealing with Titan class by the end of the night. Heaven forbid, we don't know what else is going to pop out there.
That's why we need to get started soon.
We're gonna have to see how the day passes, and after that we can absolutely see what we can do. I can at least make sure that people know of it, and we can do something. Plus, I'm sure that even if things are starting to become worse, we're gonna have allies, not just within Elston, but despite some opinions of what Ordo might have, I'm sure even people like Halford are gonna be standing outside if Rift Beasts show up.
It's expanding. Oh, fun.
Looks like it.
You think it'll be like that thing that place that the pretty deer lady was living in?
Do you know about this?
Oh, Lorian made the tree.
What?
I see.
With Lady Gaia. It sprouted whenever I woke up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she's been busy, I guess. Well,
Oh,
okay. Actually, this is good. Back in Kaba, there
Don't
was
get too close to these and don't touch it.
until it was destroyed that the rift
What is it?
opened, so maybe this will...
I'm not entirely sure. I just recall being told not to touch them back in Norandel and at the island.
okay.
Lorian grew this because he's cool.
I trust you, Angel, so I'll keep my hands away from it. Even though it's really pretty, but I really want to touch it.
I think that's supposed to be quite warm.
Huh?
So if you get cold, this might be a good idea to sit near.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
Oh. That doesn't explain the mushrooms.
I also need to talk to this guy.
Seems Aldo is present. Also, when you have time, sir, I would like to inform you about some things I've learned regarding the
Something we can
airship
help
and
with?
its current condition and the prospects for getting it back in the air. I'm going to try and see MD and the others to talk with them later. Our situation might be worse.
I suppose get to know the team a little better of those
As soon as we
that
get back
I
into town,
had close conversations with in the regard of the other day, as well as what I spoke of with you.
Yeah, I wanted to find you a couple days ago. I just have no idea how to go into town and ask for you specifically without the rest of Ordo kind of jumping on me. So.
What do you guys think? Should we camp out here with Terra or head back to the airship?
Well, best not to leave Terra by themselves.
Nightly, I mean.
I would love to.
That's so true.
Badass. But
Let me ask,
you need to talk to him first. Or?
Solis.
Oh, he's busy.
Maybe we do
I heard this is your doing, huh?
Sure. Feel free.
Lorian.
Fine. Give more credit to Lady Gaia.
I mean, welcome to our little spot that Lorian made for us, I guess. You know? Enjoy the greenery.
What do you think? Keep an eye on the tree and
Solus exclaimed that you had shit this out, Lorium.
side of the wall.
Yeah, right on his bum.
The rest of this wasn't this green
That's a
before, but
way to say it.
This is with Terra.
So, supposedly you just, quote, shit this out as your captain overnight.
No, it's not. I think that has something to do with resonance. I don't quite understand. But either way, it's not something like that.
I'm sure.
Well, it's definitely food. It's nice to have some greenery around here.
Yep.
I can say that again.
Don't touch him. Yes. Maybe it's just. Do you think it's just spring? Yeah, it's.
Just be careful not
So if I'm on it, is that like
if we are going to be
sacrilegious?
I wouldn't.
Yes.
do you want to stay here for the night? I mean, obviously,
Should head for something.
considering this is good and, you know, growing, it might be good for us to keep an eye on it, help it, cultivate it, I don't know.
Yeah, right. That's correct.
I'll also specify, don't set up camp right there.
It really smells bad. Really? No, it pops
I'll
bad.
let you know as well.
Because we had trees,
Discovered after running a damage assessment on the ship.
Camp in there due to the danger. I was thinking that Umbra would fortify this gate on this side. Use Umbra as a fallback point. Your father wouldn't have any issue with us using that gate, right? Or blocking entry?
I'm pretty sure for the sake of it, that should be at least further fine. Then again, he said himself that once the rift starts to become a more prominent problem, he does not want to have anybody in Halston close to that for, again, devouring reasons and stuff. He kind of wants to, again, we are the supposed professionals about that, so we're supposed to be the front line for this. If it's about erecting a wall to give us a further steady defense, I mean, can probably talk him into something.
Great. I'd just like to camp out near there so that we can use that as a choke point.
Do we
And keep an eye on the rift, of course.
strategize here? Tree watching aside.
No.
We might want to
Tree
deploy.
watching us? I mean, is that a bad thing? I mean,
No, I mean, I just mean it.
Are you sure you're comfortable looking
I-
closer to it?
That's what I call him.
Yes. I'm.
First sign of it happening, I'll walk away.
But
Okay, Thank you.
If we're
You enjoying the flowers?
I think that we can handle that later.
Good idea.
Double doubles.
Pink
Greeny
binks.
weenies. That's green.
Blue dews.
Yes, he is.
Let's go like
Purple Warples, green D's.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's mostly green.
I know, but like everything's green, so it's gotta like find like what the
I'll be back
difference is.
up in a moment.
Purple Warples and Mickey Dinkies. It is then.
No.
And those are just poppies. I think.
I'll talk about
Yeah,
it
actually, no, they are.
later. Not in here.
There's actually a kind of flower.
Yes.
But they're special
Funny.
puppies. Gaia poppies.
Special poppies. Gaia poppies.
If you eat them, that you like become magical.
I wouldn't test it, but probably not.
Yeah.
We're gonna fortify that gate and use that as our next fallback point, since going into that area is gonna be a little bit dangerous. Still need to keep an eye on the rift though, so that's the new plan. It is a choke point, so it should be fairly easy.
I was
Go
going
ahead.
to ask if it's possible
Fighting with
to
any
go
team,
inspect
having
it
your
myself,
input would be
but
good.
bring people with me.
Anything
Sure.
I haven't been able to see it since, not yesterday,
I
but
would
the
not
day
be
before,
against
so...
it by all means. Just be sure to keep
We'll
an
go
eye
with you,
out. If
and
get
if you
separated
want to
or
bring
something,
Jacqueline, that's
try
fine with me too.
Try to focus. Either
Jacqueline's
staying
got a
inside
meeting,
house
she's calm.
or sticking to a different
Okay.
team if we get lost.
It's been a while since I've actually touched.
Well, let's not waste any time.
Look, are you gonna go there? Feeling
We're heading back to the rift. Riley wants to inspect it, and then after that, back to the airship.
I already expressed my
We'll be
concern.
okay.
She said, or they had said that it was you.
Can you
They just want to see.
try not to take too long, please? I really want to get this done.
Sorry, Vespa, don't mean to take up your precious time.
It's very important.
Pretty hard.
Terra plan.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go.
We've made history.
Alright, be careful, okay? Oh, look, is there any do you think that we might need to reconvene at any point in time, or do you think we'll be good for now?
Should be okay for now. I think overnight we're gonna shore up that choke point, that gate on this side. If Lumen's interested in maybe we're around here,
Hold on.
it'd be greatly appreciated.
I believe we do have a meeting with Jackson and some others soon too, so there's that.
They're busy
Yes,
working on
after
the
the,
machinery, at least on the airship. At least last I checked. I'm buying a bunch of peanuts from a peanut cart.
I see. Were they at the airship camp?
Don't know about that. Yes, they were. When I...
So, what's happening with Vespa?
We've got some ideas on the Opalite situation. Just some stuff to test out.
Some ideas?
And it happens with a decaying fish.
I don't know what that's about. But basically I've been working with Vesper and Villia and Lothariel trying to decode the divine language, I guess. See if we can use that as runes for Opalite. Etheric runes lack the
Sorry, divine language?
apparently there's some kind of ancient divine language. Vesper has an old tome or something.
This might have been nice to know.
Captain's meeting. Well, I mean, there's no reason to bring it up now because of... until we know if it works, it's not really imperative. I'm getting called for a captain's meeting. Lucia, do you think you'll be able to handle this?
Yes, I can show them the rift.
Alright, don't get too close.
Don't worry.
Miasma's thicker.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys back at the airship.
Alright.
Of course.
Well, how was your morning, Riley?
Quiet until the peanut men arrived at the ship.
The Peanut Men.
The Bean Brothers.
The Bean Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
They were
like a
trying to sell,
dumb bounty name.
No, they were literally trying to sell beans. Like, actual beans. So...
Hopefully they didn't fall for the old magic bean trick.
I think Jackson immediately said, I don't know if it was a joke, he said, we'll take your entire stock and start walking up the wooden thing up to the ship. So, I have no idea. I walked away at that point. Whilst I had the chance.
Can we sip whilst we're walking? My usual bottle is still in the washer, so I have to use my gamer subs cup.
Choke point gotta be pulled. Here, this gate.
Ah, I see, okay.
At least, I believe it's this gate.
Right, okay.
Considering we need to stay near Terra, and Terra is just further down the road, so I assume that it is that gate right there.
Where's that?
What is what?
Ignis?
Looks like it. Long with some
Ignis
auxiliary.
and Aqua.
Aqua as well.
There's a trail of blood.
Be careful of so casually approaching the rift.
This way. Some people are casually sleeping next to it.
A safe distance, mind you.
Right now?
That's what I heard.
No, last night.
No.
There were those
we're-
of us
we
over
were
in the
sleeping over
ruins,
there. That's
opposite
the
side of this
walls.
location.
Oh.
Have you found the end of this trail? Looks like this is it.
Does the blood come from here or stop here?
It's from over there.
Yeah, I think it goes further
It goes
down
further
there,
down that
apparently.
way. Some people are following it. That
What I meant more was, is this where it starts or where it ends?
Okay, let's go look at the rift and then let's go.
That's what we can assume. Like it-
Because
like
as far
there's
as
no
we're
way
aware, and we've been
it's
watching
this
overnight,
section.
we assure you we've seen no one here. Hmm.
He said one.
I hadn't seen anyone or anything.
What is it like?
As far as we're aware,
It's
nothing's
either
come through
very
here.
Big. It's a very big pools.
Yeah.
Either the person was bleeding a lot and they're dead, or it was a water claw or something of that size.
Likely a warclaw, probably reason as to why we can't see it. I might have snuck off somewhere.
Probably a work like, yeah.
Is Sunny awake today?
Sunny is, yes, I've seen them awake. They're down, if you head down that direction, there's a big green tree. It's spreading grass out over there.
Alright, we know what that it is. I'm going to go get Sunny so that she can...
Have a look at
Quiet.
it.
Her nose is getting so much use out.
How's that? Because I don't want to turn it off like this because it's way too fucking loud. It's just the way my audio is set up. I don't know why. Because if I turn anything too high, it goes into the red, and I don't want it to go into the red. Like, I can do that. Issue lies in desktop audio.
Did they just continue running up?
They went to look for Sunny. So I told them to go to the tree.
I think Sonny went with their team though, that's the problem.
I told them to go to the tree. They'll go all the way back if they have to.
Do we want to go through the town, or do we want to go all the way around?
Well, I don't know if they've just left Nonus at the tree, that's the problem. He's a
Hmm.
visitor for Ordo, so I don't really want to leave him out here in the fucking
Let's go then. I didn't know that we left him. I thought he would have went back.
He was talking to Tara, he was talking to Solace, apparently he had a word for him.
Alrighty.
Is that better for audio? I've changed everything.
Who knows?
You can only assume.
Literally everything's been
It's
swapped
because
around.
of a thing. Yeah.
The only thing I won't turn up is Spotify, because I can turn it up manually like this, and it's not
A thing, well, that's certainly
ideal.
specific.
Yeah. I'll brief you on it soon.
Of course, at your leisure.
Better not to just close it while we're walking.
Hmm.
I don't really know the way.
This is the
I know
right
the
way.
way there, but I don't.
It's one
know-
path, you're fine.
You're fine.
You can cut through here. And
Well-
skip the turn.
You say, oh, it's one path, but no, there's a split, like, way a bit further down. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a split pathway.
Oh, well, Penny and them are showing your friend around.
No.
I guess it's good that you mentioned that.
Yeah. Because this way goes towards the Stalagmites, I believe. That fall. Probably not a wise idea. Oh, and there's corpse there too, like a skeleton.
I mean, that way also leads back to the walls and back to the airship. It's just a shorter path.
You're gonna be able to take Inquisitor Nonna's back.
Oh, they went back to the airship, captain meeting stuff.
I know. No, I'm just saying, are you gonna be able to take
I thought you. I'm sorry, I misheard you.
the Inquisitor back to town just so you guys can have to finish your talk and all that?
Do you think I'm old?
No, it's just dangerous out here.
I'm not, but
I'm here.
I can handle myself.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Don't you know taking him back to town?
If Rifty start coming, I can fly. I'll grab him and fly us back.
Yeah, that's why I'm. Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
You have your answer. Penny will fly them out.
Okay. Thank you. I'll leave you to
Alright,
it.
we'll be fine.
Let's head back to town
Appreciate that.
so we can
Oh.
be ready. I do wonder if they've managed to find anything else about the blood trail thing.
They all came back this way, so if we run into them, we can ask.
Did they run back this way or did they run back the other way?
Two of them came this way, I'm pretty sure. The rest of them went the other.
Others running the other way to follow the trail.
Yeah, the others went back. Ventus, who were also searching it, came this way.
The trail half the time, so
Ignis, there's a chance they've gone and killed someone for a bit of fun. Never know with those guys.
or stupid enough to try to tame a work.
Thanks for reminding me. I need to talk to Murtash later.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking around here, I'm going back.
Prakash ran away yesterday after that bit of information I gave you. Jill got poisoned. Go find him, and he was busy trying to tame a work law, apparently. Yes.
What a brazen act of stupidity, huh?
If taming a warclaw is grounds for using me as his humanity, then not a great test of loyalty to the warclaw, is it?
Yeah, that's rather silly.
If his way of testing whether we would be attacked by it was to stick it in front of me when I couldn't see, hear, or feel anything, then sure.
I see somebody walking on the pathway over there. You see them too, right?
Yep.
Is that Barrett? Or is it an auxiliary? It's an
No,
auxiliary.
it's not Barrett.
I think it's auxiliary. Nothing to worry about. White uniform.
Yeah, it's auxiliary.
It's all good. Sorry. We do just keep going.
How's audio now? Is it still good? Still bad?
Oh, Benjamin.
It's Pino.
He is Pino.
And you?
Hmm. Or is it just a passing greeting?
We just always been traveling and going to different places. Ever since I was born.
How's the rift doing?
Gotten worse. It's expanded and the, well, you can see it from here now. There's no need to explain what you can and can't see. It's now reaching over the rocks.
Notice that. All the more reason, get as many hands on these turbines as we can.
I should also think, should we have any means of using opalite testing, we should do so quickly. We're running out of time. If I think it's too big to let beasts through, we're gonna have enough time to experiment, and we're likely gonna have to evac this area with no progress on a shield or opalite research.
That's a good point. Consider that. You know, who is working on opalite testing at the moment?
I recall Luca leading one of the projects, but I'm not entirely sure who else would be involved.
Okay. Well, it might be wiser to start closing rifts, but we still need at least a good team of people that can move on these things, on this ship, around the clock.
So we need to split attention to, what, engines and then opalite?
Yeah, I think that'd be wise. Absolutely.
But
The fuel
anyone
as well,
I think
that
who
can
would be
dealt with.
Which should priorities last, on the opalite or the engines?
We have Aether technicians on auxiliary force. They might be able to lead instructions to the others.
Is the rest of your team here?
Rest of the team?
Lucia?
One.
Lucia,
I don't know
that's
where
one.
Riley is.
She's on her way.
Hi, what's up?
She's right there. Oh, we're having a little meeting in Alchemy about stuff we want to do today. What were we doing?
Are we all needed?
Unless you want to participate.
That was fast.
Not really.
No, we're not hunt.
Not
We're hunting?
One. Sunnyflower.
For what?
Tracking down more like.
Lorium's in the alchemy labs.
Lowering, got it. Okay. Well, then I think we're all in. Yeah.
Tracking down.
There's no
more
word saying that we
friendly.
can't start that meeting early.
Gotta check something. So we have a built-in night vision now. You know what? Yoink.
It's always helpful. Yeah.
That's higher.
It's especially good for poultices.
Hmm?
Ah, you're in your spot again. You love your spot.
This isn't my spot. Just high up.
Yeah, but you're like the only person I see on this spot, so I kind of dubbed it the moon spot.
Sure.
Because you like the... Whatever. Where'd the bird come from?
An egg.
An egg? Was it like a special egg, or did you just go buy like a peacock or something?
No, that was an egg, and we raised it until it hatched.
Oh. What'd you name it?
Shimmer.
Oh, I like that. Okay, you got some good ideas up there.
Named itself, technically. We gave it some options, and it chose Shimmer.
Oh. Well, they give it options. Whoever made up with it. Good job. So what are we gonna do with it? You can become like the hawk people?
If you want to give thanks to a name, Elenia's idea was what was chosen.
Oh. I suppose I'll give him thanks later.
Hmm.
So, is it the special bird? Do special bird things?
The songbird, I don't really know if they have anything special. They sing. It was singing in the egg, that's for sure.
That's really nice, actually. I was saying it earlier how just, like, soundless it is here. Like, you hear people talking, but no one's on the airship anymore. It sounds you're here, and... nothing. It'd be nice to have music. Songbird would be nice. However the hell you teach a songbird.
In terms of their instincts, they pick up sounds as they live. They mimic them through their whistles.
Oh, so if we just put that thing next to like a jukebox or something?
It wouldn't one-to-one replicate the sound, but it would try its best to.
Hmm. We'll teach you something good. That's nice. Now we have 3 birds.
Hmm. Sure.
Don't make it fetch stuff though, because then it'll be competition, and then I'll get mad with it.
See, don't make it fetch things.
Yeah, don't make it. You know, with the, like the hawk people, they're like, "Go fetch bird, come back." That's my thing. So if that were to start doing it, I'd feel.
If it eases you at all, we don't plan to keep Shimmer. Once they're big enough to fly out on their own, they'll likely be in the wild.
Oh. So why is it on here anyway? You just found the egg?
It was over there on the back of the ship, left alone. No nest, no nothing. So naturally, I took it in.
In the egg?
There was a faint song coming from it. It wasn't exactly singing, but there was sound.
Normal? I mean,
It hasn't shown any
I'm kind of a bird
uncertainties.
Things don't really talk in eggs.
Well, whatever comes of Shimmer, it's nothing to concern yourself with. As I said, we'll likely be letting them to the wild.
So, they're pretty.
Hmm.
Well, I know how much you enjoy your silence and staring off and doing silent things, so if I'm bothering you, I'm happy to go. I got my
You're
answers.
fine. It's just if you see anything head towards this airship, let me know and I'll come collect him.
Anything head towards it? What do you mean, like people start attacking it?
If you see a beast or bandits or anything of the sort, anyone not in our uniform, if I'm nearby, tell me.
Gotcha. As long as I'm around, Shimmer will be safe. I'll fly to you at the speed of me.
And how fast are you?
You ever seen something really fast? I'm roughly in that range.
An airship?
No? Come on, not even Penny can keep up with the airship.
I see.
That guy's
A rift beast?
wind and stuff.
How you doing?
Alright, Caleb, your turn.
Where am I then?
Why are you still here, if I may ask?
bet she went to bed. I've had that breakfast.
Oh, now you don't even want to respond to me. Fine.
She's resting.
Typically, they who sleep do not speak back.
They couldn't see it.
That I was unaware of.
Suppose I should have looked this way out. We were only quick, it's okay. I just full crashed for a second. I'll be back.
That one woman left. Is everything okay?
Workarounds, but nothing was quite as right as the original.
Not like again, right?
It's weird having a right hand again. For the longest time, I would reach for doors with my right hand when I didn't have one. And now I almost stop myself. But now...
I always assumed they ate a cursed bean. It's like Uncle Reggie.
Would you like to purchase some beans? Very cheap.
No, I don't want your beans. Try to offer me.
Beans. We can give you a sample if you'd like, and yeah.
Yeah, completely free. Free shampoo. Don't want you to feel like you're wasting your money. We just give you a free shampoo.
Here's a silver.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Just a really nice shade of blue. Ooh. Oh, where is everyone? We're on the airship, but like, come on. Again, I can't lie, I've been getting sleepy like at earlier times, which is really inconvenient for all this.
Don't say that in front of Cardsy. Do not say that. That's not
dare
polite.
you say that?
I was talking about a spirit. You talking about Audrey.
Yeah, he was behind me.
You can like go though, because you're creeping me out too. I don't. I can't. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you just like? All right, thanks. Okay, see ya. Thanks. That was weird. I guess look at me like, I don't know what that means. Do you know what he said? I called me a slut.
Wait, the stick or bolus?
The stick.
Oh, the stick.
Mm.
I see.
I thought spirits are supposed to be chill.
You must have a hard time in the woods.
Yeah. I should also mention I see
Oh, that's
spirits.
right, huh?
That probably makes me come off like a lot less crazy. Or more crazy. But like I actually see spirits. Yeah, I got like a
man that said he saw spirits. He was walking down the road naked. You'd probably do
well,
that.
I mean, I've done that. I was shit faced though, so it's excused.
Oh, yeah, it's automatically excused. You were shit-faced, so you just walk naked.
But like, Bolus, do the thing with do the thing. Now look at this.
That's how fast I can dematerialize and get you a sandwich.
Oh.
I get horns. He gives me horns.
I'm okay.
Bolus, he's my.
I have mine all the time.
Hey, does anyone eat around here?
You can have it.
I'll offer people food and no one eats it. I was gonna eat half it anyway. So, even this whole moon thing, what exactly is it about it to you? I don't really see much other people talk about it. They all have their own respective deities and all that, but you're kind of the only one here that has anything for Luna.
To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure if I want to talk about it.
Oh, recent and all, right? Sorry, I'm really bad at reading the room, so I get it.
I thought you were talking to me for a minute. I was gonna say,
Nah, I mean,
what's a better topic?
The what?
Look, I'm not the greatest at carrying conversations.
Most people in Rosewood aren't.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. Even worse, a lot of them don't talk. You got a lot of brooders here.
It's all work and...
Kind of just block themselves.
well, that's it.
Yeah, I guess it's just a job at the end of the day. When I first heard it was called an academy, I guess it still kind of is. But, I don't know. Military at this point.
Once the airship's fixed and mobile, we are essentially a floating academy.
They're trying to get on the ship. That would be like them breaking it.
Oh god, I'm so tired.
Just kind of reading you doesn't seem like it'd be your crowd.
Hmm?
Gotta put it back.
I don't know. Being here, you kind of got two types of folks here.
Alright.
Either they are the silent type that gets the job done, or they're the super talkative that's enjoying the place. You, on the other hand, I kind of see you to yourself a lot, or you're with your team.
Exactly.
I mean, this is the moon spot, as I dubbed it. I see you constantly. Or someone else on Ventus. But you more often than not.
So I think that's a lot crazier than
The progress we make as a full institute is not ideal progress. The progress I'd like to make is not chores.
Do your hips not lie?
You want to get more focused? They're a little...
We have a single purpose, and yet we couldn't be further from completing it.
I mean, that single purpose is what? Stopping the rift?
Close
I
them.
think that's probably a little... Close them, yeah. Stop, same difference. Point is, I don't really think there's a one-way ticket to just do that. I mean, what's your idea compared to what you're doing now?
Well, for starters, involving Opalite into a rift seems to have made some progress. I wish we'd continue with that instead of sitting around waiting for... What, these Bean Brothers down there? Tired.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I heard Rosewood being these great soldiers. Well, some people called you great, other towns called you guys villains. Mixed bag. It's one or the other.
Because typically where we go, rifts follow. Or beasts follow.
You're cursed. Well, I guess...
Not quite. The beasts, as far as I've been told, have some sort of amount of sense. You get a group of 40-something casters, mages, the sorts. You're gonna attract beasts.
I also didn't hear it, and I really wish you did. It would have been really funny.
Yeah, that about track.
You get a group of warlocks and mages up to the fourth circle.
And people start trying to pick fights at the rifts. And places you go, they're falling under.
Yep.
That don't make sense.
Well, if Opalite seems to do a job, why don't you go there? Start throwing in the rift.
Because it involves ether tech. And we have everyone focused on making a shield, repairing the airship, and... well, the rift's a third thing. Should be our first thing.
I mean... well, think about it this way. Yeah, you guys have an idea of something, but... who knows, it might be another year, 5 years, 10 years, or if you'll do it at all, to be honest. Along the way...
If we take any more than a year, the Celestines will be purged. There will be no hope. We're up against time.
I guess some people haven't got the message then.
Are you aware that supposedly the Celestine of Time has long passed?
Not really. Well, more like I try to keep myself ignorant of that. To be honest, there's not much I can do to help beside delivering stuff, so stressing about it tends not to help me.
If it's true that the Celestine of Time has passed, then we really do have no time. We can't ask for more, we can't wish the enemy had less. Equal standing. At this rate, both fates will clash and collide, and the strongest will come out on top.
What's your grand idea to do then? Just train more, and when it eventually comes, help you win?
No. The grand goal in the end of things is to see a world where we don't fight each other over things out of our control. And yet, well, there are others who would rather we did do that, it seems.
I guess everyone's here is fighting for their own thing. I mean, to be honest, the world does seem a little disorganized still, even after the rift issue solved. Some people got...
The world will fix itself and the rest is solved. Comes less to an issue of priority and more to one of laziness. Though the guards seem to fight for themselves and, well, could be fighting a war them this very moment. It doesn't make them any different to us who, in moments of stress or need or panic, tend to fight each other than the enemy.
Well, in the end, the world's on the rise, and people don't exactly make the most rational choices. To be honest, I can't imagine what I'd be doing if I actually had to be responsible for that.
There are people in the world making deals with a Celestine to send everything we know that's alive into an abyssal plane. Yes, which is why this is so urgent. Those fates I mentioned, that's the other one. If we don't do our job, the abyssal will take everything with it.
And I guess you're feeling like you can't have much say then, huh? People ain't listening to you. Sorry.
I'm not an ether technician, I'm not a captain, I'm not any further than a first level healer. I hit things.
Well, it sounds like right now we need someone who can voice things. And you're doing it pretty nicely right now. Leadership be damned, it's how you feel. You might as well go start talking to people.
But that's the thing, I've spoken this concern a couple of times already to captains.
And none of them really seem to take it seriously.
They took a note. Sure. But whether it was pushed to the front of their minds rather than the backs, it's hard to tell. I'm not exactly a mind reader. From the fact we've made possibly negative progress, I would assume it's still at the back of their heads.
Well, I guess hearing everything you guys been through, anytime you have downtime, you all seem to cherish it. For better or worse.
We cherish downtime after a long day of doing nothing.
Well, when you look at the grand scheme of things, y'all are tasked with saving the end of the world. There's probably a lot of constant pressure on all of them. Like I said, what you're saying makes sense, but I can't imagine I'd be much more serious when faced with this. You know? When you're tasked with stopping such a thing. I'd probably
Some of this have been on this job for 2 to 3 years.
Wish there was more I could do to help. But
Spread the word. Point out we're doing nothing.
maybe in the serious type?
If they hear it from you, someone not directly involved in our progress, it'll look like some sort of motivation. It tells them that visibly we are doing nothing.
Sure they won't get mad if me, someone who showed up like, what, a few weeks ago, starts telling them my opinion on what to do?
I meant more on the thoughts of if you were to ask, what's the plan now? And they were to say we wait or something. I can talk to my own captain soon. So don't worry about it anyway.
Well, I kind of have to worry about it a little. I mean, officially, I'm working here, even if not the hitting type like you people. And it
So
is
you
still-
do, and you can do something about it.
Well, not the most. You can't expect me to go out there and start killing stuff.
I meant more pushing of the progression.
Much as a rift beast.
Okay, remember, don't overshoot this.
I guess I can, maybe.
If you have loudly exclaimed you are officially part of us as you wear the uniform, then well,
Guess I am.
then you have reason to get involved.
I suppose that's not the worst synopsis.
Should have said, "Give me the whip." That would have been more funnier.
I guess it's just a little on me right now. To be honest, I didn't really expect becoming into all this. I was just delivering mail off a few months back. Came here, saw Penny, and I sort of just threw myself head into it without really realizing what's exactly going on here.
There's no pressure to leave.
Like I
People
said,
do
I'm
all
not
the
too-
time.
Well, that's the thing now. I guess I don't know if I want to help or if I can help or not. Now that I'm all of a sudden in the middle of it a little bit.
Start by having this talk with others. You may not be the combative type, but you seem the talkative type. If you want to start helping, talk to people about progress.
Well, someone has to talk here. You guys certainly don't do it.
I'll go check.
What, am I wrong? I see a lot
You
of
told me
people
yourself
just
you're not
all
the
the
combative
time.
type.
Yeah.
Is that the second rope?
Alright.
Some of us don't talk because we have things on our mind.
Well, definitely sounds like you got a lot.
Plenty.
Need more people to talk to, bud?
I need less.
Sounds like just more specifically you need someone who'll listen to you at all.
Is that your takeaway from this?
A little bit. At first I thought you were just the brooding type who just follows orders and doesn't really give a damn, but now I've learned instead you're just a tired guy who doesn't feel listened to. I guess if I were to be saying a bunch of stuff and no one listened to me, I'd probably be sitting up here too. Well, how about I promise you this much then? I'll start talking with people, getting their opinions, seeing how they feel. And if they ask me for mine, I'll probably end up regurgitating what you said, because so far what you're talking about sounds pretty sensible. Can't imagine a better plan.
Only if you felt
really
the same.
Only got a year left. Well, like I said, I guess I didn't really have an opinion prior, other than just Rift bad. I've only just kind of been in on it, but everything you're saying right now, that we're on a time limit, that we need to get action going, that we're not fighting.
Rift will stay bad until we do something.
Didn't that one book say, Art of War, communication is the best weapon? I'm pretty good at that, at least.
Well, there's a lot of auxiliary here. Maybe get them to work. If we can get the airship moving at least.
Maybe you can get them to put opalite in the wrist, or something.
We need professionals.
Well,
It's not the same task to just throw rocks into a rift.
Yeah, just trying to make light of things, I guess. Like I said, hard to be the serious type, more like the dismissive one. Well, maybe you can learn ether tech stuff? I imagine you can't probably become as professional as the people who dedicate their lives to it, but maybe there's something you can do.
I'm already upholding my side of the rift issue.
play so many ends.
If I wanted to solve this all myself, I would go into either tech and learn, but this isn't going to be solved by one person. And it won't be solved by 40 people in every division. It'll be solved by all of us in separate, shared, collaborative efforts.
Each taking your piece.
Yeah.
Sure you're not a leader? You sounded more leader to me than Luca is.
Good to know.
Oh,
Angio,
wow.
after nightfall,
What
you've got
terrible
a,
timing.
yeah, it really is. You've got a medical meeting if you're interested in devouring with Talia.
At nightfall, you say?
Yeah, after nightfall.
Right. Sure, I'll be there.
Alright.
Are we still friends? I think you're still a good leader. I didn't mean it in like a of all times.
Well, if you want to get back to talking to him, then maybe bring up the points I mentioned here.
Guess. Definitely gotta talk to him at some point now. He seems pretty pissed at me.
Yeah, seems. I guess I gotta go find out about this meeting.
Oh. Oh, hopefully you heard this time.
Maybe. It's less about listening and more about doing, to be honest.
This usually is a very good measuring tool. What did you talk about in your meeting, by the way?
Where are the others?
I'm gonna go recalibrate, I think. Oh. Oh, bad idea. Oh my god. Oh my god. I realized I didn't do something, which I need to do for the model. Which is... lean forward a little bit. Otherwise my fucking, like, hips stick out forwards. Devouring, then.
Yourself and the Chancellor.
Or no? Next time I get the chance, I will certainly.
I've recently given like several things of payment.
The wall seems to be doing rather well in and of its own.
I regret this.
How progress has been.
I think I'm gonna... Am I sticking out still? I am. Even with my fix. It stinks. It's because I sat down, isn't it?
You want a present?
I'm alright.
Unfortunately, I apologize, but
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go drink, I think. Not go, but like... Meow. Meow. Okay. It aight. I mean, it's no... blue. It's my drink. You might hear me sip. Boonk. Orange juice. And my knees don't bend as much. This is tragic. What is happening? My knees aren't bending anymore. You in. Fucking that'll have to do, I guess. I want to do like this, like kind of goofy-ish run.
It might be the most safe place.
We're talking about, I don't know, morality stuff.
So tired. I hate being tired. What sucks, well, like double sucks, is I've applied for a new job. So I'm probably gonna be like extra tired starting soon. Murdish. No, Luca wanted in on that.
Also attacked by said shade. I'm gonna go see if there's any food we could collect in the town shops. Yep.
I thought you just called into a meeting.
I wasn't called into a meeting, it was at nightfall.
Oh, they're just informing you what's happening soon. So, what's the plan now then exactly? I just running around.
Gotta find the captain. Gotta talk to him. Ask what's happening now.
Captain as in Luca, Captain as in somebody else?
Luca.
I saw him back on the ship, though. Still
Back on the ship.
With your new teammate.
Well, that's good form.
Would you mind the company?
Of course not. Angelo, real quick.
Yes.
I have heard interesting things about something in the town, but not anything specific. Something happen?
Something happened.
I take it as much. Perhaps I'm reading too much into what someone said.
What were you told?
From what I've mentioned, several people were found dead. Someone broke into a household, killed them, and dragged them to the street.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Unknown of who did what. Which of the several groups?
Suppose it's related to the blood trail at the ruins by the rift?
That was also mentioned.
Well, I have immediate theory of sacrifice.
I would not discount that.
What do you mean by what happened in the ruins by the rift first?
There is a blood trail over by the ruins by the rift. I don't know if it starts or ends there, but it leads outside. I would go check now, but alone. I'm also looking for Luca.
Night people low, I'm not sure. I don't think I saw them leave the airship.
He's been around the airship, at least within the last 10 minutes, but...
He just had a long
We
meeting.
just got out of the meeting, so... Yeah. Alright, thank you. If I hear anything else, I'll keep you in the loop. We'll try to, at least.
Right. And if I see anyone committing murder, well, hands on.
Yeah, maybe we put a stop to that.
Why are we talking about murder and dirt?
And he kept going down. This barrel is like this high.
He went in there and he never came back out. I put my hand down, I never felt the bottom. I tied a rope on me, I jumped in. And I was in some sort of other dimension of yellow. I tried to find him, I couldn't, they pulled me out. He's just gone.
Needed by Vespa?
Angel.
We lost him to the yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you later then.
You need something?
I was just gonna ask what the plan was now.
No, don't fuck with the yellow. Don't fuck with the yellow barrel.
Felix, up there, I'm gonna grab her.
He never came out.
Okay.
I've been sort of busy the past few days.
Actually,
Is there anything of importance?
briefly need to talk to you, and yeah, there's
Oh boy.
We went over quite a few things, but I mean, like, a lot's happening right now. So.
Yeah, like her, or I think it was someone in
just whisper.
purple. What was there?
We got we got Leslie, who's my side.
And Jill.
Yes.
Apologies, correction. There was no murder, it would seem.
No murder. See.
There was a devouring patient in the city who had turned, and because of that there were 2 deaths.
I see.
Just wanted to nip that in the bud. It just got corrected to me.
Right. Whether they dealt with the devouring. Devoured.
I suspect that's what the bodies were. But I do not know for sure. But just wanted to nip it in the bud before it got too out of hand.
Of course. Which then gives me
Oh,
more reason to wonder about the blood trail.
one more thing. I'm sure Luca would tell you, but you're here now anyways. And this applies to either of you who want to hear it. No, it's... Talia's looking to gather anyone who's interested in the devouring study this evening. I
Right,
didn't
the
get a
meeting at
time,
nightfall.
So... Nightfall, is that when it is?
I've been told nightfall, personally, but I'm not entirely sure about an official time.
No, that would make sense. Either way, I wanted to make sure you knew, but it seems you'd know already.
Okay.
Presume you'll be there?
I intend to be there, unless something goes catastrophically wrong. That's
Of
so
course.
would knock on here, I'm afraid, so...
I died.
Oh, you know what?
It should
What's on my side?
Sure.
Should be safe. I'll talk to you later.
Vespa. Yeah, Rowan? It's likely that we're going to try and set up out by the tree as well. Alright. Take care. Like details after, please.
Oh, sorry. Have you eaten, Anju? Like, are you good with food? Like, did you eat?
I can
Did you
grab
get
something
water?
later. I'm thinking and walking right now.
Okay. I think Luca needs you, from what I've heard.
No, he's off to do a private talk. Probably the third one today.
I see. Well, sandwiches are in the mess hall. Warm, I believe, so.
Right. Penny's cousin, whatever their name is, tried to offer me one, but they had already, I think tried to beat it, so I gave it to them.
I see. Well, I can't force you to eat, but like, just eat when you have time.
Will do.
If you have any recommendations for us to cook, we're all ears.
I won't pressure the cooks to make anything in specific. Yeah, what comes goes.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I was right.
Hey, we need your healing abilities.
Really?
Safeguard. Just with us. If that's okay.
Sure.
Shiloh.
So I presume you're going to summon Carcosa now, or speak, or commune.
Please gel about it more. Don't worry about it.
We're doing a heavily supervised attempt to find pertinent knowledge that, answers that should be able to help us greatly. It's supervised, should be safe.
All right, great. We're going. We're moving, we're starting to walk. Are you coming along?
If you don't mind.
Okay.
I don't know if Sebastian
Carcosa
is, you know.
Come? Angela, you're here if anything goes wrong. For some reason this becomes some kind of violent issue, or if we get attacked on the way. You're here for first aid.
Of course.
Not sure what the reaction is going to be, but I hope this doesn't hit the wall. I wouldn't want to have that thing happen again. Don't need to have my father have opinions saying that we're going to destroy the wall again, that's all.
So this has been what's happening, is it?
What do you mean?
These hideaways to come and talk to the Celestines.
No, actually. Not on my end.
Not since Trudonna?
First time. Yeah, not since Trudonna. I guess that's fair. But, I didn't really know what was happening. I just knew that,
Okay.
Uh-oh. A little too cold out here, I think.
Cold feet.
I'll be honest, I feel it's oh, there he is.
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh, good, we're following. Please continue.
You coming with us, S-Dub?
You want that? Why are you coming too, Barrett?
Yes, I'm on my
Okay,
way.
so
unless
this
one-
is
unless one
when
get me
all
going.
of these problems happen, because, suddenly new details get added at the end, so when something horrible happens, I don't want any of you blaming me.
That's fair, actually.
Right.
I might be able to connect a dot here.
Carry my bag while I get my torch out. Actually, carry my fish. I need to get the torch out. It's a decaying fish to live.
Wait, what is it? I missed it.
It's my bag of clothes.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Alright.
don't get lost. Follow the light. It's not too far in. Okay, they're all coming.
Vesper.
It's alright, just use the light of my sword. We've scouted this cave before. There's no holes until there's one big hole, but we're nowhere close to it. Just stay near me and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Not looking at the fish.
I'll wait for everybody. Let me just yell for him. Vesper! You too fast, buddy!
Vesper,
This way.
you're going to use the torch. You have to move that to the slowest person's pace, not yours.
Okay.
Moving.
Here's your clothes. Thank you. Now leave the fish here, Angel. There's this platform here, just put it in the middle. I'm gonna get changed.
Area, or is it just over there?
I think it's just over there. Everything else is sealed. In the meantime, since we have new guests and people to be ready for, if you wish to participate, please think of something you would like to sacrifice forever. Thank you. And a question that is worthy of a Celestine of Decay, or things that you might have in
Knowledge
you.
or trinkets. Things that are valuable to you, personally.
And remember, this is something might have to be offered to Carcosa, Celestine, of things that are forgotten and lost. So it can't be common knowledge or things you can get back from others. Whatever you're offering, that'll be important. I'll be holding over there, making sure nothing enters with us.
Okay, does everyone know what we're doing? Are they not taking part?
Angel, are you taking part of the ritual?
Are you
No,
taking part?
gotta watch.
I believe you can see in the dark, so I'll need your eyes.
When I
My
work
vision's
in the dark,
fairly limited.
so I'm gonna be trying to keep my ears as open as possible.
Immediately passes.
I can see down this hallway just fine.
As far as I can see. Just so you can understand. Because you kept walking away. I'm probably be right here, but I want everything that's bounced that other wall across from me. And as far as I can see, decently. If we move further back, you can keep watch the wall with it. I will be, because I've got the mana to be able to do so for a circle spell. No.
Which email did I apply with? Shit. Hmm. Don't tell Bring I'm opening a stream. Shitting and farting, shitting and farting. Farting and shitting, farting and shitting. Nah, I'm not peeking into chat. I was just watching what was happening on his POV. I shared my server and that was it. Close to chat. I just see fire. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Angel's most powerful occult spell? Second. Why? How come? Angel was right? About what? What was Andrew right about? Yeah, it's shocking to hear that they were talking about Andrew and I've been staring at a fucking hallway for 10 minutes. I know I sound fucking frazzled, I'm sure. Oh.
I agree with him.
I didn't see that in the chat. I thought. I closed it. Oh, though.
Answers. Well, we got some answers.
Are they to be kept secret?
No. Know how to cure the devouring.
You know.
We need pen and paper before we forget. We have a timeline.
You were onto something.
Really? With what?
Get out of here.
Keys abyssal magic.
Get out for now. No,
Well, I'm not surprised.
Get out of this hellhole.
I need to write down what I can before it's gone.
Ooh. You gotta fucking destroy it. That's interesting.
Temporary?
Yes,
No.
at the end of the day, it'll come back to him as far as I understood.
No.
Unless you write it down.
Our memories, what we sacrificed, will fade over time, and by nightfall they'll be gone. This information is ours to keep.
That's the case.
The good news, we have a cure. Will fade over time, and by nightfall they'll
knowledge.
just stay near me. It's going to be hard to produce in scale, but if any of us get afflicted with it, we can save them.
It's gonna take a lot of.
So what we have currently is the idea of a cure. Nothing's confirmed, right?
2 divine mages, 1 abyssal mage. 1 divine healer guides the abyssal mage in rooting out the corruption. The secondary divine mage heals as the corruption is destroyed. It's a 3-man process. We've always been trying with 1 or 2 or only divine mages.
What about one mage who can cast both?
So close. No, it needs to be powerful. Powerful divine, powerful occult. I imagine at least third circle, unless you have third circle both magics. I doubt that it's enough.
They can be reached in time.
The concentration needed for it would be too great to run simultaneously.
Is this everyone?
Yes.
Tali was so close. Damn it.
What do you mean?
She got the idea along with... I get...
What is happening?
I don't think anyone could have come up with the idea of... It's fine. We paid the price, but we know now. This way, at least no one else needs to die experimenting on it. Make sure we stick with the other.
Surprisingly close to my theories on curing the devouring.
I don't have words for what you did.
Though, suppose the second healer would have been nice. I tried the abyssal approach, and the patient would always die during treatment.
We found the same.
How far can you push yourself when it comes to your magic?
Currently, my divine doesn't go beyond first circle, the abyssal second. There was some time,
Assuming then that the
with nothing more.
to be medically educated, or just
I should imagine.
have the knowledge of. I'll assume so then.
I can't imagine it's just.
Likely why we have the first one.
I mean, vine healers, we have enough. It's more what happens with the occultic side, what we're gonna do with that.
Anyone who's not a medic, and also not an abyssal caster. Basically, anyone with the medical armband, should they have abyssal magic, they can try. They have the basis of knowledge they need to try and achieve these results.
Of course. Understandable.
Anyone without the medical experience or knowledge shouldn't go anywhere near someone.
Is there anyone that's part of medical that has a third circle abyssal magic?
No.
And I guess I'd be the best bet. I'm not medical, but I have worked on devoured victims before.
I'm only a
Study it.
step away. Shouldn't take long. Should imagine a month, two.
Either way, we technically have a blueprint for what we're trying to create now, so all we have to do is put it in the theory, and if it is successful, then shit, got a cure.
I think he would have wanted me to do anything I could to keep that from happening to anybody else. And did I hear that correctly, Angela? You had thought to use abyssal previously?
The combination of abyssal and divine, yes.
You're a great man, Luca, and
smart.
And sad that I didn't see this.
Yeah.
I came up with the same theory at the keep, but, well, like I said, patient would die in treatment.
Originally, I had concerns that the occult might completely eradicate some part of the flesh infected by the devouring. But there's something in the middle I was missing originally, which I guess has been covered up now.
The word
I don't know what your theory entailed. It's the mixture of guiding the divine caster, guiding them through the pathways and making sure that nothing is severed. And a second powerful mage making sure that everything's reconstituted.
As I'm sure you've practiced a few times where you had to work with others to cast a healing spell, divine mana with them. Most likely, the first divine caster's entire job is to essentially make a divine, we'll say, pathway that covers all the devouring. That way, the occultic casters may follow that pathway, removing specifically
ever make it out, but
the
please know that you can always come to me.
devouring, while the third also follows it, immediately healing what is lost the second the devouring is moved.
If the abyssal caster goes, well, isn't guided, they can destroy pathways completely, and they'll be without mana. It'd be kind of similar to being starving or dehydrated.
I mean,
So in this case, everything I've theorized up until now has been correct. Who would have thought?
To just an eradication of the body.
We weren't just right to an extent. We were
Really, I'm sorry I had
entirely
to give
fucking
up your,
correct.
Sorry I had to give that up.
It's okay. She's why I became a healer in the first place.
I'm a god to these people.
Woman, then.
She was.
So that. Hey, eventful cave adventure, I think. So yeah, there was the pit session where we were spellcrafting, right? So we were spellcrafting, and I was saying something about having a divine sort of cylinder or tunnel, which would then you would send abyssal through.
Make a call on comms to all team leaders. Make sure all their healers come to the ship.
Yeah.
That is the cure. They just said that was the cure. You have to make a pathway, a guidance with the divine, and then you have to shoot abyssal into it to make sure it keeps that sort of form, that direction. Which is exactly what I've been doing, like all crafting. Which is why I've been dual casting, which is why I started it to begin with.
Have the Aether technicians.
Talia, we have to clear for the devouring.
What?
Oh, the healers are coming. There's something about the devouring. We just got summoned.
Oh, that's
Alrighty.
excellent.
That's fun.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Well, if I could spare a very quick moment of your time, ma'am. I've been cleared with a special mission by the Chancellor. I would like to borrow one of your company, namely Nil, to accompany us. We need to be operating with stealth. It will happen this evening.
I don't know if
Yeah, guide. So the pathway sort of tunnel. That's
Would like to chat with you at some
one to one what we've been doing.
She's not a new member, but
Thanks.
I'm gonna go clip it, rub it in the faces of everyone.
whatever the hell.
Luca, what is going on?
Alright, well, the meeting with the Aether technician should be happening around sundown.
You know how to cure it?
I know Captain Moore and Jackson were also going to be in attendance.
You've been known, apparently.
Where did this come from?
Carcosa, can we get moving?
Where were you guys today?
Excuse.
Where are we having this conversation?
Someone's done that.
Okay, it's cool. Okay. I'd like to be in it. I have to do Aether technician. Please let me know how this goes. We should talk at the rift at some point.
Right.
I'm leaving.
What happened?
About the Leviathan, yes?
What's happening to Leviathan?
It's good news.
I wish you to know for the time being, you could spread this amongst the auxiliary.
Since no one's informed you, we might have a cure to the devouring.
Really?
They were certain, apparently.
Yes. We're not going to be able to get the airship
Shit,
from the
that's
outside.
good.
And who would have thought I'd be right the whole time?
I'm looking into an alternative to get us
Yeah,
out.
that is.
What was it?
Yeah, two divine casters, one abyssal, all of third circle.
I'll just say it here.
So you're telling me that we've never tried that?
You've never had the
Alright,
third
listen
circle
up.
casters.
It's not just.
That's true. We tried something similar.
On the lower circles.
We had a.
So it resulted in less than positive results.
There's been a breakthrough in the devouring.
Conversations happen. Maybe hold it somewhere quieted.
Good to know. We'll definitely try and bring
Indoors. We're in a
It's a
room.
bit of a big group for the library at this point.
I wasn't saying the library. There is the meeting. There's also the.
If only there was
you know why.
Training area. Let's not all argue about where we can go. Let's just go indoors.
Is the mess hall not a mess? Oh.
Ironically, perhaps.
Here. Keep me updated.
This'll do. This'll do fine. Wasn't that hard.
I'll keep it as brief as possible so everyone can get about their days. We were able to discover the exact requirements to cure the devouring. It requires 2 powerful divine healers, 1 powerful abyssal mage. 1 divine caster is meant to guide the abyssal mage in clearing the pathways of corruption. The secondary caster is meant to heal behind them. As long as you do that, the devouring can be eradicated. That's all.
It should be noted that this information was... It was described as disrupting the balance. So, if any of the healers wish to do this, whenever you do, it might be a good idea to do it in a controlled area, with space and other people ready to react to whatever might happen. I don't know what it might look like to so actively go against the cycle.
It's what we've been trying.
2 divine and 1 occult. That's 1 more, yes. Carcosa described the occult as uncontrollable, and that's the purpose of 1 of the divine. So, that's the cure.
Question, if you don't mind then. Obviously you've stumbled across it somehow. Was this tested? Did you all...
It was... no,
How
it was
was this
not
done, if
tested.
you don't mind me asking?
We made a deal with Carcosa, the Celestine of Decay.
Okay.
Sacrificed a few personal memories is all. Nothing anyone needs to worry about.
Oh.
As to the how, it's close to what we've been doing. And Jill and I have been working on something similar for a year with various others of medical.
Well, I'm glad that you won't have to test on anyone else.
It made a point to say that they must be powerful divine and powerful occult. Whether that means 3rd or 4th circle, I guess we didn't pay enough for that information, but...
That was gonna be my question. Okay. I know we have a few fourth circle divine. Do we have any fourth circle occult in that regard then? If that is what's necessary?
If we trust Octavian to perform. But I think he's also has divine. I don't know if someone with both is.
Hey, emergency! There's a airship coming in outside.
Airship.
A very large
Umbra.
Fuck's sake.
Form up.
large airship.
On you.
Fucking something.
Stay down.
Oh wow, that's even bigger.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Where? Oh. What does fuck's sake mean, Lorium?
What? What the fuck is that?
Over the right.
Explain.
Where's it going?
Definitely Palvador.
That is massive. That is.
Frigates that big.
What?
Luca, is that circling around to the left?
Wait, is it doing to us?
It's
I don't know.
turning, so I guess we'll see.
Water. Shit. Yeah, I agree.
Hold for now. If it starts
Probably
with
not.
face us,
Martesh,
I
over
want to get
here.
off the
I'm
ship.
going to grab Shima. Get off the ship.
Safer.
Yeah, with me. It's gonna be okay. Ship's heading around to face us. Maybe don't be on the ship.
Thank you.
Taking shelter downstairs.
Second.
That is what I thought.
Where's Lorium?
He's up there, sir. He don't listen to me.
Is all of our opalite still on that thing?
It is.
Yes.
That one's looping around. That one's. Is it landing?
Landing. Other side of the city, maybe in it.
What?
Oh, there
What if we're fucking dead anyway? Come on, let's go find Lorian.
A sec.
Munch on it. Calm your
I've
nerves.
been requested to see figure the location of Quinn.
They're going to be landing here soon.
Have you any
Very
idea?
well.
Where? Do we know?
Last I saw her was with Miss Elenia and Miss Celine getting a medical checkup.
Okay.
You know where Quinn might be?
Okay, guys.
Calm your nerves, okay?
Last I saw, she was up there. I think she might have gone that way with the others.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, let's try to find.
Sonny, we're by the
That's my
gate.
call. Yes.
Okay.
I'm following you then.
Doing fine. Just, you know, airship
Jacqueline
going.
Jacqueline throwing stuff?
For the time being.
No,
I
just
hope you
Jacqueline, but
understand
other
I'm going to be
people as
breaking
well,
away
so
from
you
the
can't
team.
just
I
blame
need to
one
investigate.
person.
If they were having
I
any way, shape,
know.
or form an idea of making a rite of hospitality with my father, I need to know about this immediately.
Could you put the tent down?
Oh, you're right. I wanted to do that when I was on the ship.
Opening them.
You have to pull from
Neil's got it. There you go.
I don't want to find out.
I can
Now you're ready.
Sonny's got it.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Let me check that. Pardon me.
What do you make of this?
What are fears where it might be good that
I recommend we avoid any confrontation. Currently, they could flatten this entire area.
Quinn's location is?
There's very little resistance we could put up at the moment.
She's right there.
Luca, do we want to go
Understood.
near the rift? I'm concerned about the smaller one. I think it's looking at it.
It might be.
Scout from the edges of the ruins.
Either
Behind
way.
cover.
Contact terrace.
We have to wait for it to land, and then we need to send people over.
Yes.
Hopefully peacefully, but who knows?
Tyler brings a good point. If they're looking at the rift, what does it matter?
What
They're not the cultists.
That's. We've talked about that already. Sorry. We've chatted about it. It is looking at the rift. We don't know what's going on or what's happening. We are just making contingencies if something happens.
I'm pretty sure everyone's accounted.
I just.
I'm going to try and get a better feel on the positioning. I'll be right back.
If we're gonna be doing something
Understood.
to go over to the rift,
Captain, can I go with her?
organizing people. to go into the
Lucia.
plan would
Yeah,
be-
you go with her then.
No, no,
Sorry.
Go on.
Lucia, go with her.
Go.
Jackson's gonna go follow alongside them. They're gonna keep an eye on things.
Oh, alrighty. Everything's fine. We just have a ship on top of the lookout point. Are they just trying to figure out where it lands?
We'll start mobilizing that it makes it
Yeah, getting a bearing.
Hopefully they just...
No. You wanna catch up to them? I guess we're just waiting to
Go
see
ahead.
what happens then.
We've got They're clearly scouting. By now they must have seen our crashed airship. We're definitely...
I know why they didn't.
We're probably unexpected. It's probably why they haven't taken a move yet.
Weapons.
For the time being, should we try and get all the
And dropping.
People are falling off.
Something just dropped.
Falling off?
They're dropping?
They're falling, more than likely.
I noticed two people dropping.
They must have something like we do then. Featherfall lasertech thing, if I were to guess. Rowan, what
No.
should we approach? For now,
We have a small group over there checking what they're doing, right? Don't make the group larger than it already is.
We do.
Should we move to the other gate then at least to provide support?
We should be careful if they can drop like they're out of
Okay.
Who are we missing?
Barrett went ahead. If you remember, everyone else is here.
Sonny is here?
Everyone else is here.
Everyone step
See,
aside.
it's right here. Lumen, we're moving. Lumen is gonna move to the other gate. Ahead.
Lumen's already moving forward? Okay.
There's a scouting party up there. A couple of members of Umbra, Jackson, and
That's why we're
Nil.
not staying in the ship.
We're moving just in case they need support.
Why does everybody see fit to treat us like we're fucking even one another?
Alright. I don't mean to be rude, I'm just a little worried, and I don't want to be out in the open at all.
Hey, not right now.
It's already 3 whole teams. We'll stay back.
We
I'm quite sure to do shimmer. Where we set up at the tree?
who's all over there? Lumen, Tarago?
The tree.
No, Tara's here.
They're not over by the tree. The tree's
Run off that way as well.
Jackson is up
I'm just not sure what to do with shimmer. In the event that they do come over to our airship.
If they come over to the airship, we gotta defend, probably. I mean, we can't.
We can't leave the opalite.
Enough supplies. Yeah.
Let's just hope it's.
But this is...
Sightseeing trip they're going on, though.
Or am I just
Yeah.
carrying around a coma vision?
It's nice to want things.
Yeah, I know.
This might be fortuitous. I'm not sure if you guys have been made aware, but
on the other side of the wall.
Are you ready for warm-ups?
O'Reilly told us that we're missing some key components of the ship.
I'll lay him up.
We can get them from these guys.
Rush back in if it happens.
And who knows if these are Paladin
They're gonna
or
listen to
Riftwatch,
us.
or
Ow.
if it matters.
It doesn't.
I don't
That's
think
the
it
bonus to say.
matters.
Turns to violence as it usually does. How on earth do we convince the ship to land?
Not sure.
We don't.
Yeah, well,
They come down on
We
their
got
own
anything that
things, I
can
guess.
reach it to try and shoot it down if that's what we want to do?
I mean, we do have Penny.
I think we might have someone.
I could maybe blow out an
But we
engine.
have to be lucky with it.
But that's another crash landing near civilians, so probably not a good idea.
And I'm not sending
Fortunately,
Penny
the
up
idea
solo.
that I had in mind was also very
Fuentes, if things kick
situational,
off,
very hopeful.
we're gonna head back to the ship and unpack as many of the things as we might need to move, as much of the opalite as we can get.
Where do you reckon you'll move it?
Equip
Because
me
we
with
got a curious
shield,
so we
and then I
know.
can fly up there
Just
and knock out an engine.
I mean,
This
if
is all jokes.
I'm
Give me something to do this. I don't wanna
operating
go
under
there.
the assumption that we might need to leave on foot.
Okay.
Yes.
Problem
we
is,
don't have any
hopefully there's
wagons or
no
anything.
wheels.
You need to backpack that thing.
Definitely a last. A plan C contingency.
Yeah. But I'd rather get as much off the ship before they start firing
Did
on
I
it.
miss
you know?
anything else? Maybe
Right.
assist us one last time? Or am I too hopeful?
It's big news.
Is it a bad move to prepare things? Should we need to move them, or should we wait for their approach?
Yeah, I've got some things to tell you after when this is all said and done, but I can wait.
I don't know. It could go either way, really. It's a risk to get back on the ship. It's a risk not to. I have to imagine they,
yeah.
They must not be looking directly for a fight, or they would have just started firing.
Long captain's meeting.
Are any of the professors with the scouting team? So
No.
we can be informed what's happening. Understood.
No, it's dreadful as ever.
I don't think the Chancellor's over there. I haven't seen Monty or Octavian today.
Seen him since.
Sir, would you mind going forward to the gate and giving us a status update if there's anything?
Sounds like the auxiliary are trying to hold up in the chapel.
Smart. Not much else we can do at the moment, I think. It's far too high up.
We're keeping.
I don't want to be the one to really start a confrontation.
Do
if
we
can
want
help
Yuki
it.
there? At the chapel, Talia of the rest of the Ox Force, they can watch
None of us
over.
would be able to
Show
watch
some
over
good faith to Ordo and try and help
those.
protect them.
Yeah.
Could say your prayers.
Leave her here. Understood.
Just protecting some people, that's
Don't
all.
plan on praying to them today, unfortunately.
I prefer to pray in my
With what
village,
she can do, it's not
personally.
wise to involve.
Are we going to go shift there to protect, or
No, we're staying here.
God,
Harris is going forward. He's going to get a rundown for us.
Hey, you gotta get to safety, man.
Get the water.
And you gotta get to the chapel.
I'll take him there if I need to.
You gotta... Here, this is your mission. Get to the chapel and protect him with your life, okay?
Oh.
I'll make sure he doesn't get
Her, do me a
captured.
favor as well. Keep an eye on the rift. Make sure the miasma does keep appearing every now and again. Make sure it doesn't get any higher or wider.
I think it just did.
Got it.
No, no, any higher than that. It's bursts, but higher than that.
Do we want to try to defend the chapel?
That was my suggestion,
is that
but
our-
if you're going to be taking defense of the ship, I think that might be better to stay back here.
We stand a defense.
I don't think the chapel's a prime target for them.
Inside. Stationing more people might make it more of a target. Problem is, we don't even know what they want
To
to
the
do
Aether
at the moment.
technicians, if we pull the thing that determines whether Rift Beast or not out of the shield generator, is it just solid?
I think it is, actually. But
I'm try and lock.
I'm not sure if we're able to just pull that out. I'm not sure if it's implemented in a way that's conducive to that or not. It might completely fail if we do that. Might be worth it though. Give it a try. At
Yeah, no, I'm
least.
no Aether technician, but from the people
Uriel's the one to ask.
I think if we just start ripping shit out of it, it's more likely to break the whole thing than just remove an aspect, I think.
That's my
Well, I suppose
opinion on it.
start raining down on things.
They start raiding
According to
shells, and maybe
Aurelia-
not much of a choice, and we figure it out.
She's from the Palvandorian military. She defected because of what she found out the Riftwatch was up to. According to her, a ship of this class could level this whole city, no problem. So the fact they're not firing is a sign of something.
They want something intact.
Right.
And I think that we can all think about what two things it is.
Before it's a good
well-
place to hold up.
If those ships are capable of leveling a city, then us standing in front of the wall probably won't help.
They're very early in the church now.
Right.
If they're capable of leveling a city,
They
and
have
want to hunt
barriers
us
on the
down, they have a
ships.
ship
I
and we
could see a
don't.
glimmer of a barrier.
Yeah. Also,
Hmm?
right now,
The
nobody's
ships are
like by the
barriers.
ship.
The ship.
The ships have
If they
barriers?
wanted, they could just
Yeah,
kind
it's all
of
floating. Yeah, so
Alex
a
aboard.
glimmer of a barrier over them.
At least I assume so.
You can see it by
He's
when
not
you're
out
at the
here.
church.
If they have barriers, does that not mean for us to perhaps take them?
For now, then.
The ships have barriers?
Supposedly.
Yes, I was at the church. You can look up. You can see a glimmer of it. It's kind of like I can't think what it's called. I don't know what to call it. Like like water, that sort of thing. It's like reflective. That's it.
Right. Well. Let's find out if they're similar to our designs then.
Maybe they can't fire.
You think the barrier is preventing them?
They're dropping their shields, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
Not
if
like we could do
would have
anything
a
to them
barrier
up
that
there.
would be solid, right?
Do you think it would be a wise idea for us
Theoretically.
to go to the other team to get to the others because they're at the gates right now?
Is the rest of Umber over there?
I believe so. I can't. Well, again, I was helping.
You two
with the
catch up.
church, not-
I've got to go grab something. I'll meet you there.
Are you heading to the airship?
Lucia's in charge. Just for a sec.
Could put them back in, yes, our dorms, could you? Safer there than on the field. Oh, there are barriers.
We are their protectors.
Yes, sir.
Do not besmirch my honor like that again.
No, sir. It will not happen again, sir.
What the fuck? Is
Oh.
Riley not
Is
here?
for some of the,
Did you hear specifically, by the way? They were talking about something, that they want something specific. I didn't quite understand that. They want
Ask him about what?
I think they want Austin, yes. Perhaps he's right about them wanting the keep. With all due respect, though, they could punch through those gates.
I don't understand
Barrett?
myself. Go on.
is there anything that we can give your people to try to give them a fighting chance?
You want me to be blunt? Rosewood is what we need. But if we
I know,
decide
but
to
I
turn
meant
tail into for
technology,
ourselves, then
anything, stuff that we have, blueprints for
Anything.
anything.
anything Aethertech, I know in itself we have people who are, again, my sister is one of the main people who I'm thinking about when it comes to Aethertech. Anything to assist on the matter, even if we're not as advanced at
Barrett?
this. Any
Yes.
edge.
First, we need that shield up too. We
Well, what
have
is
to
it?
be prepared.
Me too.
He's not willing to listen.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at her, she has like a I guess, striking wound on her face. He's not willing to listen. He doesn't want to smear his pride using Rosewood. I'm gonna have to be one of the soldiers to fight for this. I can't.
No,
I never
no,
seen
sis,
anything.
Hey, we're gonna figure something out, okay? We're not gonna have that conversation. We will figure out a way. I have told you
That's when we're talking about the scene.
Okay. We're gonna figure this out.
Sabotage.
I'll think of a plan for now.
I know.
I'll think of a plan.
Someone
not
is
going to
already
get taken.
We have to.
We have 24 hours, and 24 hours is all I need. We can figure out a way for you. We can figure out a way for the fence. I at least need an understanding.
would be
I at least
accompanying us.
I need an understanding at least this.
Hopefully.
And I at least want to understand this from the initiative. I'm asking not just as team member, but I'm asking this specifically as a member of Halston. How is the current situation with Rosewood? Do you think we're going to be assisting, or are we just going to let Halston be run over by Riftledge?
Most teams
I'm not
have the
asking
right
this-
at heart, and they are more than willing to help.
Last I record, I thought we weren't playing sides.
From here. We're not here to fight a war.
Maybe we can convince him together. If we have to be ready, we have to be ready as soon as possible. Barrett,
What we need
I
to,
have to speak to
if
him.
we're doing any convincing or something, any pleading, then it needs to be done with the understanding that Rosewood is going to assist. Again, even if it's just a simple understanding of having Aethertech items or something to give at least somewhat of an edge, it can assist that I... Oh, fuck. Okay.
I mentioned
What do we
that. Luca was trying to tell me that perhaps one of those little gun thingies they have could be useful to Halston. I sort of mentioned that in a far non-specific way, but we have to speak to Father.
Now we need to.
Maybe me and you. You're part of them.
He
I'll
might
talk
have
with
blueprints
Luca.
to share with the city.
I will. You know his current location.
Last time I checked, he was on the ship. He might still be over there. Though you'd probably have to hurry before everything gets mixed up.
I need to run a little bit, Sonny. I'll explain everything once I'm ready, okay?
Oh,
Stay safe,
it's okay.
For the
I'm
ship,
following you.
Angel, I do not wish to play sides, but I also do not want to watch a city burn and people die for no reason.
I don't think we have a choice.
I know. We never have a choice. The only thing we can do is assist. Stay out of the way and do our job. That's all.
That's not assisting. It's doing our own thing.
It is assisting when you're helping the city have an actual foothold against it. We're trying to give them a fighting chance. I know they've defended it once, but I don't think it's going to happen again. Especially if there's more on the way.
Might be an idle threat, but I doubt it. My concern is if they have multiple large-scale vessels. I wasn't aware they had anything that large up north. I thought it was smaller scout ships.
Did they come
They're
to
prepared
these
for
gates?
something much greater. I'm sorry?
Why do you need
Has
to know?
anyone
In the nicest way possible.
I was just curious, that is all. If there has been
Are you in the
any
military
sort
or are
of
you a
communication-
civilian from Balvindor?
I am not in the military.
Are you in Riftwatch?
No.
Do you agree with what
Riftwatch is
Riftwatch is
about to
doing
say
if you are aware?
I am not aware of the things that they do. I know they exist. They go to the rifts. They study them. I think I have heard. I'm not sure beyond that.
All right. Yes. They showed up at this door. They had parley. They've declared war on Halston.
Scouts. The ships looked like they pulled into this area. They're not even close to being above the rift.
I would suggest getting back to the ship.
If it seems that the previous worry of them firing on it is no longer, then yes, that perhaps would be best.
If they take the keep, then they get the rift. I suppose, but surely it would be easy for them.
Angel, what is your plan about all this?
Say again?
What is your plan in all this? Since our captain is in La La Land with Vesper half the time, and we have to make a choice as a team.
Stay out of
Riley
it.
might have to assist with the church.
At least I plan to. Stay away from this declared war. I don't want to play sides. I don't want to end up in a situation like we did at Norandor on a larger scale.
Yeah.
Joe, we're repairing their walls. Sure, we're probably doing a few favors for them otherwise. Don't exactly owe Halston anything other than that. We're here to do our jobs.
And we have one more day of hospitality. And Jackson almost made it a three-way war with us getting attacked by Halston as well.
They did make their willing quite apparent.
Yes. Someone from Palvendor is apparently somebody Jackson knows, and Jackson wants them dead. He even refused to put his weapons away after repeatedly asked by everyone here, including the General. The blatant disrespect that he has shown, not even toward the Palvendorians, I'm meaning to our hosts at the moment.
Which teams are where right now?
Who knows? Most of them are probably still at the ship. We went ahead, but that is because we were checking it out. Were you informed at what happened?
Which portion?
Everything from the Declaration to what's happening in here.
No, nothing on Declaration.
Just come out here. I know I've said it out loud in there, which I probably shouldn't. Palvendor has declared war on Holston. At least Riftwatch, or whatever unit this is.
This is likely Riftwatch.
It's Riftwatch, I can confirm. There's a Riftwatch ship.
The General has a pretty good idea that they're not going to destroy Holston with a cannon or anything like that because they need something from inside. Or they just need to hold this place. For whatever reason.
Perhaps it's proximity to the rift.
It could be, but they were here before the rift. It could be for the library that they have. I don't know if you were informed of this, but Barrett has told me that they have a library in there that only the General can go to and actually see, I believe. Or him, as Barrett, can go as the son. It has books from even before they kept this keep. Spanning back probably centuries is what I'm pretty sure.
Makes sense. They are the equivalent of royalty here, you want to look at it that way. Royal libraries and all.
Yes. Though I do not have all the information. I'm sorry.
Did Ignis come over here? Try and take Winter?
No. We have not
Let's get
seen
Winter's
Ignis at
around.
all. We do not know. They must have gone out that way, because we didn't see them.
I have to go find them.
I know where Winter is, though.
Cadet Winter.
She head that way, likely back to the ship.
Sir, if you would like, I can make sure the same information is given to you and the Chancellor. Anything I can determine as far as the capabilities of the craft. Size of crew, estimated number of soldiers.
Oh, it's a gun, alright.
We're gonna need it. And if you have anything on an idea how long those etheric barriers can run. Even if they're idling. There's a large barrier.
Of course, sir. Do what I can.
No.
I sent Mill out, so until he comes back, I do not know.
Right. Well, this is troubling, to say the least.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Do you have any ideas?
Nope. Nothing that we can activate now. Or plan.
As you
Or
stated.
Scout or anything.
Hmm.
Technically, we don't even have a way to get up there yet. So even if we wanted to do espionage.
True. Finding means to infiltrate and get on board would require finding the landing site. Even that, I'm not entirely sure we can manage.
That's what I sent him to find. They have to get back up there too, meaning that they have to have a ship that's landed somewhere else safely, which Nil was on his way to follow them.
Good. Hopefully it pays off.
Hopefully he can make it back. If he hasn't already made it back yet, and he just decided to go through a different... But I also think that's all we can do out here. I guess.
I think we're sort of at the capacity for that.
Yeah.
Damn, frames. Shrouds.
Hey. Who were they to you?
Riftwatch.
That's it. He's the only one I consider in charge, so I personally think this should be a team captain's
They're
call. I
waiting
think
for
team
the
captain should
Leviathan
be
to fight us.
That's my thoughts on it.
Gas full. And then tear it down with hellfire from those cannons. The rumors are not true, right? You guys just want to leave? Is that it?
nasty. Kinda, you know. Barrett's currently trying to put together a captain's meeting so we can bring it up there.
There's the rumors that you guys are just trying to leave or something. Just... Is that true?
Who's to say? It's the likely outcome, so we're not
I
picking
don't know.
sides.
I hear a lot of voices around, but... So you're not gonna help us?
It depends on what comes next. If that's the decision the higher-ups make.
Understood. Thank you.
If it matters, not all of us are happy about the decisions we have to make. But it's
No,
not
I
like it's not like we can
understand. I
defect.
get it.
Shitty water.
No, I get it. What?
Winters was supposed to be, and I haven't found her. I don't know where they went.
Gotta be.
I've seen a few of those that you said were with them about.
Liza, that's you.
I understand people might have opinions, but this is me requesting it openly.
Was there...
Hmm?
Nothing. Sorry.
Luca, you've been informed on the situation?
Everyone keeps saying the situation. I'm guessing you mean the fact Palmador intends to take the keep, yeah?
Yes, they have officially declared.
Any minute counts. As soon as we
Got
get
it.
the answer, the further I can try to figure out a way.
Well, the way that I see it, we don't really have an option of fleeing. Unless we can get some engine parts. I had an idea. We can potentially tell them we'll give them all of the opalite we found, pass them over a crate of this stuff, in exchange for some engine parts, and then we leave. That's the only out I can see. However, that means we leave Halston completely to annihilation by Riftwatch, which I'm not really keen to do.
Yes, it does. They might be amenable to that, keeping us out, not interfering.
When we had initially gathered the rock of opalite, however, did word get around from the Palvandorians who happened to see it? A crate wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They also might just take it all.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something that we can do, but we cannot do both. We cannot do something for Rosewood, and we cannot just do something for Rosewood and Halston at the same time, besides the generator, and that is it. Our goal is for the rifts. Technically not Riftwatch at all.
The generator is mostly done. The only thing probably lacking in its components is it needs a shelter of some kind like we promised to provide. That said, this is a more pressing matter, and if we get one down, it would help us exponentially on the airship. Considering we're going to lose our hospitality soon, it might be necessary to take that risk as soon as we can.
If it does seem like Palvandor, or Riftwatch, specifically is going to take the city, do we have the means to destroy the generator?
Yes.
As
far as reverse engineering,
if they try to
wouldn't have
dissect
enough
it and
time.
figure out how it works, it would self-destruct essentially. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it got any same treatment. Yeah.
You have blueprints on your weapons, correct?
Mine, yes.
Sure.
Can we not share that with the town to help?
Yeah, sure. That's, yeah.
The problem is that they have to have open wells in order for Aethertech to work.
That's true.
I know,
If they don't
but
have
they do have
ability
mages,
to
do they
cast.
not?
Mm.
Some is still better than none, no?
It might be wiser to give them the mana infusions if they don't already have those. Eventually.
That's also true. We just need to give them something right now, whether that's information that we have or not.
The far jab pistols, if we can find a way to, I guess, maybe increase their strength, we could be able to use that as a basic line of defense.
Is he by the fishing? You said he's by the fishing village?
Sorry. For all the chaos. Clearly, as you understand, I believe that having Rosewood on our side would be best, but instead, my father struck me when I even
I'm gonna be walking there as well. I want to get the
suggested
conversation with him
that.
out of the way as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, metal gauntlets are not really whatever.
No, they hurt.
It's not your fault. It's my fault.
No,
I'm sorry.
Do you think your father has some manner of
It is.
ace up his sleeve?
Give me 1 second, I need to...
He
Perhaps
usually
something,
does.
some plan, some
He usually does.
fallback.
But at the same time, I have many reasons to believe he's just too prideful to leave this fort. He fought for this place. He was the one who
I don't think
conquered
he
this
has to
place.
leave, and I don't think we have to ruin his pride. I think that
Only helping for him is about pride. He thinks that we can handle it alone, but look at that! I don't think we can
Yes, I
handle it
suppose.
alone. If I'm one of the soldiers to fight against that, I'm
Lord.
Yeah.
It's okay. I need to just collect my mind. Don't let this happen to me. And just wait for the captain's meeting to end, right? Maybe Rosewood's gonna help us. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't think they're having a Are they having a captain's meeting at the moment?
Not with my
They're trying
captain.
to push a captain meeting.
Not to my knowledge.
With my, they're pushing for one. Okay.
They're pushing
I
for
see.
one so that we have a decision today. So maybe me and Barrett can speak.
You're in the wall.
Or maybe we can convince
Really?
There you go.
It would
There
seem.
you go.
Maybe we can convince him anything.
Airship.
Be difficult.
There's not
Ooh.
I'll
much that
provide
we
him
can
with what
actually do.
information I can, but the generator. Check now. Necessary crew capacity full capacity of soldiers. I have to go through my mental notes, but
Thank you. Really.
I was not stationed on such large a vessel.
Those seem newer than what we also fought before. The things that we fought before were more similar to that, actually.
Actually, there is something you could help us with.
We can be in the city. We still have hospitality.
How familiar are you with the surrounding territories?
Going for this meeting tomorrow.
I am quite familiar with it.
I think we should probably try to have a meeting at some point. I mean, it doesn't have to be right this
I could get you a breakdown of the scale of these vessels. I need to know the locations with which they could potentially land and touch down safely, out of sight of where we are currently. This gives us a point we can at least focus on with trying to locate drop ships or other things that we could utilize to perhaps get parts from or find us means to get on the ship. Currently, we don't have any
If you
means
guys
to
can
do
get me
so.
on board, there's a good chance I could sabotage the engines, at the very least.
Exactly. Trust me, we've already had these plans set. At least set in motion at the moment.
Yes.
Then,
I'll be taking
I
a
will
small...
draw down a detailed map specifically for battle situation. Usually, all our battles happen inside of the walls, from outside, so I'll write to you everything about the territory that there is to know.
Thank you, that'd be quite useful.
I need to go talk to Talia and tell them what I put their member up to.
Of course, thank you. We're going to be conducting a mission this evening, the nature of which has likely changed. I'm operating with the Chancellor's authority on such. We will be attempting to locate whatever site they're operating out from. It's entirely possible this may turn into an infiltration mission. We may try and get ourselves aboard the vessel.
Where's Talia? I'm Lucia.
Over there.
Up there.
Up there, speaking with Talia. I'm not entirely sure. It depends on what we find, what we feel we can do. We're going to have to consider all options with this.
Understood. Thank you.
I was going to be operating with a small group, but I don't know if your talents would be at better use here if you came along with us, just in case.
I'd rather go with you.
I see. Consider yourself on board then.
Luca's uncle's here.
I'll try to get you what information I can before we depart this evening.
Yes. Thank you.
Of course.
You'll get everything you need as well.
Thank you.
Sir?
Hello, you are one of Luca's teammates, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Luca's over there. If you're looking for him.
Allow me to take you to him.
Excellent.
Apologies
It will be a
for the
short
rush.
walk, but
What's
thank
going
you.
on, sir?
I've noticed.
Admir.
Young master.
Good to see you. You're actually just the person I wanted to run into.
Don't leave without me.
Do you have a moment?
Definitely not.
Okay.
You, yes.
It's going to be a while before we go.
This is
I don't know. I think he walked off that way.
Jackson's going to be accompanying us just in case.
Something.
It seems this has become a bit more
Sorry, I don't
involved
know anymore.
than it otherwise would have been.
For what?
Okay.
Outside of the wall.
The mission tonight.
Some member members.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just
I
in
don't
case.
have anything important on the ship, so don't worry about me needing to pack anything.
He feels at the moment he'll be able to do more good then. Yes, me too.
You're doing good.
Thanks. Just more on our plate.
I swear.
Yeah. Got to.
Gonna have to. Wow. Great
Do you
mind.
miss home?
Aspects of it, yes.
I meant actual Palmador.
Yes. And no.
I've never been.
Never been home?
To Palandor.
Oh. It's changed a lot. I have fond
Past year or
memories.
two?
Not quite as fond a memory as I previously had. No, I kind of distracted myself at the academy.
Understood.
There's plenty of it. It's nice.
I miss my garden. I'm not gonna lie to you. I miss the library with all the books that you could ever want to read.
We had this lovely little garden in the back of the estate. Topiaries carved in the shape of various animals and the like. We didn't have one of those mazes or anything of the sort. Those were a bit, Father always said those were pretentious. I was wanted with that.
My father liked cutting them into spheres.
Spheres?
Yeah, he would yell at gardeners all day to make sure that they stayed as a sphere and not anything else.
You should come along as well. More people, the better.
Staying with Philly at this time. Darling.
Thank you.
Got it. Be careful.
I think when I
I'll be
left,
back around soon.
The shapes were indiscernible. Wasn't as well kept as it once was. He was very involved in his work at that point. It's understandable.
Got it. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Never mind. Oh. Until it's time, I guess we don't have a lot to do.
No, I guess not.
As Luca has stated, for the rest of the day, I am captain. But I guess
Right.
that hasn't really changed, considering I've been captain all day anyway. He needs to write some things down, so he's taking some time to himself.
He could be expecting. Okay. Just see.
We are going on a mission soon. All the details I'm not fully sure of. Jackson? Jackson. Can you explain to Angeal what we're going to be doing?
The only way to those ships safely without landing the thing is to ferry with the transport. It's very likely they landed in an area very close to the fort that we cannot see from the wall. We're going to be finding out, or at least Neil is currently finding out, where they're landing, and then we will be trying to discern more information of this. There is a chance it may turn into a full-on infiltration mission.
And all of Umbra required.
Alright, well, I missed most of it.
I guess
so
that's
what
if
are we
you would
doing
like
about
to come.
infiltration mission?
It would be good to bring a healer.
I suppose I would,
Just
but
in
at the same time, there's this meeting about the devouring.
If you insist somebody
Yep.
go with me, it's
Well,
fine.
that's the
What
meeting that
is
they just
the
had in
plan
there.
here? Because I
They just had it, did they?
Originally, I was cleared with-
infiltration. Are you finding a way up onto that thing
Originally,
somehow?
I was cleared for taking 2 to 3
Ideally.
participants, but the nature of our situation has somewhat changed.
That's also the extreme version of it. There's a good chance that we're just scouting.
Okay, but how are you getting up? What's the plan?
Solace.
They use ferries to get down.
They had to use something to get down when they came over to talk. They have to be going to a
Yeah.
ship to get back up. There's no way someone can just jump that high to get back up. I have sent someone
Yeah.
out to scout where they're dropping that. That is where we're going to be scouting. Once the other person gets back.
Is that Luca's uncle?
Yes.
Luca's uncle, yeah.
Luca's
He's been
uncle
here
has
for
been
days.
here for a few days now.
Oh, fuck me. All right, fair enough. Sorry. Okay.
Just a-
Up, way down.
Is it something about infiltration? Like, just to throw my hat into the ring, I can stealth if there needs to be somebody on
Maybe,
scene.
maybe not. We will see. We just need to
keep that
stick
in
out
mind.
there and record everything that's going on. When they get on, when they get off, when they're showing up, when they're not.
I do
Originally, the
recommend we
Chancellor
bring
showed
Sherry.
us with
Scouts or
about
anything
2
like
to 3 members of the initiative to partake in this, so I'm a
If we
little
need a
hesitant
member.
to add too many on. Although, at the time, this had not happened. So we will let you know.
I'm
if
also
need
worried about
be.
sending you
Okay,
up, Shuri.
I got-
Knowing our track record and likely other people going up, it's gonna get violent. And I know you share the same sentiment as me on killing, and I don't know. can go.
If I'm necessary, then
I've got no qualms with it.
Really? Where's
Just
your
we're
captain?
going to be
There
trying to
that
do
I
this
can
without
stealth.
any of that.
Jill, where's your captain?
Yes. This might
I'm
simply
sure.
be scouting and the like. The very least discerning the basic
No.
operations.
You can also go invisible.
Likely away from where you just come from. Over there somewhere.
What do you mean, shh? Is there something that you don't want me to listen to?
I was letting you speak. You were being very loud.
Okay.
Apologies.
Fucking Viper. No, I didn't want him hearing any of this.
Understood. I don't wish to have him involved.
You sure you wouldn't be helpful? I heard he snuck into the Riftwatcher's prison before.
He has been to Western Bay, yes. He committed
he
terrible
also
crimes
kills
while he
people
was
who
there.
surrendered. He's not someone we should be trusting at all with anything like this.
Okay.
Technically, he would, because he would make it easier, but he would also probably start killing everybody he'd like to see.
Conflict would be inevitable. Also,
We
it's
don't wanna
entirely
get
If it
possible
prevents
that
him
he
from
passed
coming
on.
along, I'll tag on as well.
Also, if this is
We
a
don't
private
want
matter, should we
murder.
move somewhere private so we aren't...
Let's actually, yeah, let's do that. Left,
We
maybe?
are standing in front of the city.
We are,
We want
that's
to
true.
move about.
You think?
Thank you, Ivan.
So,
What do you need him for?
Captain meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Captain's
They're
meeting.
having the captain meeting.
Now?
I will inform you on everything necessary.
I don't think I caught your name, believe it or not.
If you want to offer yourselves terror, go ahead. Just make sure to let me know afterwards.
Oh, that's complicated.
I'll only do it if you're okay with me doing it.
Something small that we
so
should
how
keep
much?
in. I can fill you in if you'd
Let's say
like.
head count, basic. What do you think?
Well, I sent one of your teammates to
On
follow
primary
two of the Palmadorian escorts that they had down there to see where they are dropping their
no, I
ships
mean
and
us.
whatnot.
Going on this
us.
scouting mission.
I don't think we want to have too many. The more we add, the more likely we are to get spotted.
Go invisible.
The more difficult
Uh,
the
rough
infiltration.
number.
I'm assuming he'll be
Off the top of
fine.
your head, then. What would you
I
recommend?
was clear
Is
for
Luca
3,
busy? Can you go
but
to the captain
that seems to
meeting?
have blown out to 5. I don't think we want to go beyond
Mention it to him, but walk away. He's talking
that's
something
okay.
very
Okay.
important with his uncle.
that. The more poorly defended the initiative is, if something should
Technically,
happen
I'm the
overnight.
captain, so I should be there.
Well, I'm definitely not
from
gonna
the
And Jill,
Yeah.
could you fill them in on the rest of what's going on?
I am.
Let you do that.
Orle,
Sure. Apparently there's
and it sounds like
some sort of transport they have to be using to get up and down onto that ship, so they want to
Captain You're all.
get a group of people, go up there and infiltrate.
I've already.
That's as much as I know.
I see.
Or, like you said, is this
Yes,
plan
understood.
or violent?
Thank you, Angel.
Potentially, should we have an opportunity to
I'm going to share this
solve
information
our
with my captain.
situation
Yeah.
with missing engine parts, we may take it. Or secure, well, transports. We have
Do you
means to
have any
potentially deal with the
stealth
airships should it come into blows.
When the shroud's down, I'm pretty small. Other than that, cover.
Could have at least a ether technician who knows how to handle that sort of equipment.
I assume her as well as me.
Oh, you're an ether
I formerly
technician.
served aboard. Yes, I have served aboard airships. I was first officer on the Redoubt, Palmadorian naval vessel.
Well, it could never hurt to have too many insider knowledge.
I can let you know. I'm loath to bring along too many, especially if something else should happen while we're gone. The
Don't hold it
Chancellor has
against
only
you.
cleared me with a small number, so...
So why are you so interested?
I'm the one with the invisibility potions. Though I suppose I can send you one if you need it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that's the case. I would take it if I could.
But still, not on site and is with Falvendor. We can't let her go. Yeah, that's.
I will
where
say
we're at.
that LaFraud, a group of us
I know.
that were there, including free team captains, have already agreed to offer sanctuary for now. But obviously, there's 3 more team captains.
Either she's telling the truth, and I value her involvement, or she's lying to us, and we can't touch anything about it.
It's been broken. Okay.
They say food's the spice of life.
Can I offer you a sandwich? It's just peanut butter. But
I'm
it's
okay.
something small to eat while walking. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Connor.
Yes.
Mind keeping an eye on our guest room? And Gilbert.
Sitting again.
We do, Voltamina. Hey, Angie.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, you know, waiting for something to be done about anything.
Yeah. So yeah, keep an eye on that John character, because you know, White Cat Zaverica, it's believed he is with Rithwatch. If
yeah,
Winter's sister is to be believed.
Sister?
Yeah, it's she's attempting to turncoat, which is what we're trying to make sure she's telling the truth right now about that. That's what Tony's doing.
Lucia had asked that guy earlier by the other gate if they were something or else. They completely skipped over the "Are you Parvendorian" question, if I recall, so good idea to keep an eye out.
Well, I don't really think that's up for debate. I don't really think anywhere else has, you know, flying ships.
It was more the man in the suit on the Riftwatch I meant, not generally Palvendor.
Yeah. Just letting people know. Keep an eye on that guy.
Yeah, I've had about half an eye on him this whole time. I'll keep, I suppose, a whole one now.
Right. Any news? It's. Oh. What a fucking day. At least the ship isn't exploded yet.
Thank
we get there tomorrow.
Ours or theirs?
Here's my plan. We get a catapult. We go up to the top of one of the mountains. I have a featherfall potion. You fling me at it. I take care of everyone on board. And then we have a free ship. That is arguably better than this one.
I mean, we could take theirs.
Like who can fly? We got Penny, Winter,
Price has been
Rowan.
paid. What?
That's a pretty good team right there. And then we could fling me and Ivor up there because we got like those featherfall things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got a featherfall potion. He has like a thing potion, so he can go there, do a bit of damage when he lands there, and I can just not be hurt if I fuck up. And we could take over probably a whole ship.
Well. Really?
Well, I mean, we probably could. Like, I'm not sure if you remember when we fought the guys back where wherever the fuck we landed. They were untrained. The guy I fought hardly knew how to fling a sword. He's like, like no force behind it.
Well, I suppose in that regard, the only issue is this whole catapult idea you had.
So we
unless you think you could
to
throw
the
people.
shrine and we learn that spell that flung me up into the air.
Is that not a rune?
Then we do that. I think it was a rune. Anybody know runes? You think Monty knows runes? He probably knows runes.
You could probably reverse the featherfall.
That's an idea.
But then the issue is, when do you stop?
It works with. Unfortunately, I think it mostly just speeds descent. I don't think you can make you ascend. It's mostly just weakening gravity a little bit. So.
Well, if it weakens gravity, surely you can overclock it or whatever that means.
Maybe if I drink like 8 at the same time.
You think you could drink enough to reverse the effects? And
Well, I mean, I can probably drink enough. Of course I can drink enough. I'm the fucking... I'm Bear Claw's having 12-time drinking champion.
The drinker.
The drinker, they called me. They didn't call me that. They called me, they just call me drunk. The drunk.
Hmm.
So it's better than, just any old drunk. I was the drunk. Good times.
Right.
That's due to the fact that I'm always at least a little bit inebriated.
Even now?
Even now.
I see.
It's been a hot minute since I've been sober.
Can you recall when that was?
Last time might have been probably when I was first coming here on the ship. They just ran out. I mean, that was my bad, but and we had to drink, all the other stuff, and went a good week being sober, and I was like, well, it sucked.
So you're looking at
Rosewood,
around a year?
I found the giant storage house. I started taking the wine out.
So you've been at least a little bit drunk for a whole almost year.
Yep. That really
Sure.
ended my streak back then for about 4 or 5.
We have a visitor.
Who the hell is that guy? Oh, he ain't Dorian. Oh, you know what? Probably church. Well, probably order.
Likely.
what's the bad news? Or was that the bad news?
Bad news is they've got some sort of Aethertech mind magic shit.
Aethertech mind magic?
And we're not going to talk about that anywhere else. Got it? Not until we know more.
Copy that.
Fair enough. Do we have any details?
I think that's what we're about to find out.
Kind of. I did a vetting check. I can... Sorry, done a lot today. Also, the redhead with the hood that Ignis has been hanging out with is not affiliated with or was in the knowing care of Pavendor or the Shades or Magnus, and generally doesn't have any ill will against us.
That's good. Alright.
If we want to ask her more questions, I can do that, but let's do that tomorrow. Or in a couple hours. Okay. Kind of waiting on Terrace to be finished with his thing, but I suppose we can start without. Pavendor has given us their ultimatum. Well, not us. They have given Halston their ultimatum. And we are aware of the information. Tomorrow, it is basically all but certain that Pavendor is going to be waging war. I really doubt the Bronsons are going to give up the keep. To that end, we have a decision to make. Our hospitality ends at basically more or less dawn. Tomorrow we won't have it.
Welcome to the ship.
Sorry, it's a mess. We did crash.
Great timing, Winters.
Oh, are we having a meeting? I'm sorry, we can take her elsewhere. Do you want food?
It might be worthwhile to have her stay, if you're okay with it.
I am the one who is the guest here at this point, so you tell me.
Do people have questions for her?
Who are you?
That has already been answered.
Wow. Well, I wasn't here.
My name is Ilya Winter. Fleur is my twin sister.
Has it been answered why are you here, or should I ask?
She's defecting. Basically.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Well, she was with the ships. Listen, we can question her veracity. As far... If people trust that I can do what I say that I can do, then you can trust that she's being honest.
Right. Fair enough.
Then what about
Does anyone...
questions such as, are you aware of Pavendor's current plans to any degree?
Joy.
To a degree, passed down to conscripts like me. All I can tell you is that Pavendor is gearing for something big. What, I don't know.
If you could, what are the signs that you've noticed that they are indeed preparing for something big?
Coalescence of resources, increased experimentations.
If I may, you being part of Riftwatch previously, presumably that's Riftwatch, do you have knowledge of the light system that they use to communicate? I only have bits and pieces.
Potentially.
Well, good. We can talk about it later.
As you wish.
How do you know Scorn?
Listen, we can question her.
Person that I am been put under.
Oh,
Yes.
Not much. He's a commanding
Not
officer for me,
high-ranking.
and I don't... I'm a conscript. Was a conscript.
You don't think he knows that you're defecting here?
My orders that he gave me before we parted ways was that I was to scout the area and report back. Those were the only orders I was given. And then I ran into some of your members here.
Did they give you a timeline to check in? Anything like that?
Probably within the next hour.
We could use her. Sabotage the airships.
And then
Single person.
At least
Speaking
one
of
of them.
that, we don't have time to.
Really? You gotta speak up.
We have, and we've been preparing for a little bit. The whole point that we
Should
sent
probably
them
speak up
out
a little.
was to see where. Oh. The whole point that we sent Nil out today was to go and follow you back to see where you are getting picked up from or getting put back down. We were going to check that out to see where that is and what we were going to do and make a plan. Either that is to sabotage or, at best, just take some things that we need for our own airship.
Gerald, this is relevant. The explosives that you gave me worked wonderfully. How long did it take you to make them?
Quite some considerable amount of time.
If we have an hour, then we have 20 minutes or so.
20
before
minutes.
We would need to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If
Three of
we
us
pick
are
a
ready to go
fight,
now.
and if we send in a spy and pick sabotage, which honestly I don't have any opposition to, but if we do that, we're picking a side. Are we fine picking that side? Are we opposed to
I
Paladin?
thought we did back in Norendal.
We wouldn't be picking a side. I do not consider Riftwatch to be Palvindor anymore. If what you are saying is true, and the way that they've been treating their troops, I do not think that is.
I don't care about the broader picture of Palvindor. I mean, between Halston and Riftwatch here tomorrow.
I thought it was decided. We have the airship
Well-
in their walls. You said it yourself.
Might I interject on
I
that?
am inclined to think that it's a relatively straightforward decision, but I don't make that decision.
Oh, really? I'd like to see what you have to
I
say.
believe we can assume that should they move on Holston, and should they be able to take it, they will take everything upon this airship as well. Have they the means to do so? The Opalite, anything else they want, will be theirs.
I said quite some considerable.
More than likely, yeah.
The only exit strategy we have is getting the engine parts we need to get back up off the ground. Other than that, there's really no choice other than to fight. We can't leave on foot. We don't have supplies. We don't have a way to carry all this opalite with us on foot.
We've seen the size of that cannon.
A question,
Right.
if I may, to you all, then. The damage to this airship, is it primarily to the engines? Is it to the hull? What is it?
It is the engines and fuel intake. Those are the most damaged components, of which we lack the necessary materials to currently fix.
Is it straight repair, or is it replace?
Replace. There's key components on the inside of each that need to be replaced. We do not have the manufacturing capacity to piece them together otherwise.
Well, if we're against sabotage, how big are these components? Perhaps she can take.
That we are opposed to sabotage. The argument is that to pick sabotage is to pick that side.
Then let's
If we're
be definitive here,
Go on.
and before we
Here's
start
the
going
thing.
on other topics. Are we alright siding with Holston? Do we want to just hold the vote right now?
Yes, we've already been
So we're
doing
not
it.
beating around this bush and going back to this topic.
With Riftwatch, I don't believe that there is a side because Riftwatch wants us dead from all that I know. I don't see us surviving any other way than siding with Halston. That's my
Riftwatch
opinion.
wants that. That's what they primarily want.
They want the opalite.
They could give a damn about the ship. It's the opalite that they want.
hang on. Do you know how they know about it?
It's been passed along.
Remember that ship that got away?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out exactly. I just want to make sure that we have an understanding of, well...
But they didn't really know about the
So-
opalite. They knew about the meteorite, right? Presumably it's
they
some...
Why do
No,
they
they
want
knew.
The scouts confirmed about the crystals.
I don't know why they
Hang on,
want it.
guys, guys.
Just that they do.
Okay.
The scout that we captured was then the person that we released, who was the captain of the ship. So they have a direct line, and he was aboard the ship instead.
Right.
And they had tried doing their own experiments before we ever got there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure of that.
Not much success.
We
but
left
they
bits
did.
and pieces. Do they have any?
I don't know. That information was never given to me. And if
Given
they
that
are
so
messing
many-
with it, it's not something that I was given privy to. Not to my skills,
If
at
I may
least.
bring us back to our original topic. All in favor, captains, of joining Halston? Go on, Talia.
Sorry, the only other alternative that I've sort of heard that has been put forward, and to give the options, would be to try to make some bargain with Riftwatch for the components. And then I guess we hope that we can install them and leave faster than Halston falls.
The only
No,
problem with
they
that
won't
is,
let
Backstab them, but
yeah,
They won't
they'll
let you.
backstab us if we do that. Plus, if we barter with them, that shows that we believe we're in a weak position, and they might capitalize on that too.
in fairness we are, but... Okay.
Yeah.
Those being the options, anyone opposed to, fighting with Halston? Let's, yeah.
Another thing that we thought of, which was after we find out where they are, when they come to attack the city, we can go back, get on one of their ships, fly up there, and screw with their command. That way they have to retreat, or else they're going to lose.
There's no guarantee they'll
not a
land.
bad idea.
They didn't land to drop their scouts, right?
It's called a transport ship. Let them stay in the air.
Do you
That's
mean
what we're
only
thinking.
Because she
Soldiers
has
to
to
the
go
ground.
back? Is that the idea?
Yes, so we can scout, see the places or anything else like that, and then tomorrow, if they do show up with a bunch of people, we know where they're dropping them off and when they're not. Meaning that after they're either done, we can probably get aboard and go sabotage the battleship. And if we
How many
do
people
that
have?
successfully,
Go ahead.
then they won't have anywhere else to go. They'll scatter like rats.
That's a big if. I have another suggestion relative to that. It's less risky and probably less effective. That's easier to pull off. With my little knowledge, somewhat little knowledge of their communication system, along with whatever she knows, and what I can piece together from Morelli, I might be able to give them constant transmissions to the airship, and they won't know which ones are correct and which ones are not. They'll be less able to support the troops on the ground.
This is also implying that you're able to do so and not... They're not using coded messages against you.
Well, they will, but I already have an idea of their codes that the Riftwatch specifically uses.
Fascinating.
Permission to interject. If you can provide me with what you've discerned, I can determine if they're using standard Navy ciphers or if Riftwatch is operating with their own. If they're using any that I'm familiar with, that might shorten the work.
Right. It's another idea.
Here's a thought. How many of us know how to fly? Is it possible we can get a small, strike force up there to try and land
There
the
are
ship?
barriers around their ships. I doubt they drop it for a convenient reason.
When do
I
they drop
believe
their
we can
barriers?
expect that. Well, when sending out a vessel sometimes. Depending.
Or they
Maybe
might
the
be
wheels will be down
misunderstanding
Move people.
that
Do
they,
they lower the ship
control the
control?
dropship remotely from the ship itself.
I'll admit.
Slip right on by.
We've been provided with a couple invisibility potions.
No offense, this is getting a bit ridiculous.
I'm not saying that it is the right idea. I'm just throwing this out there.
I'm just throwing out ideas.
Either taking the small ship, which would probably be best considering we could loot it for parts faster than anything else, but we're also giving up Holston at that point. Unless you want to try to do both, which that might have some problems because we are standing right where they're supposed to be landing.
Not to mention the fact you're on a timer right now because there are more Palvin
Exactly.
ships and Rift Watches on the way.
So that's true.
Whenever, how are you meant to get back on the ship? Would you scout? Do they lower the transport ship? Do they land it?
Out of character, I don't know because technically the ship was supposed to have landed.
Figured.
Depending on that,
Sorry.
Well.
Let's see. Well, my thought was, with the light system, I guess it would depend. We don't know what the troop.
They can squabble over fucking strategy all they want. Bunch of kids. The kids wanted to be the heroes and leading their own platoons into some sort of espionage nonsense. I have my focus. I think I'll stay here for some time. Head back to my dorm bunk, whatever the fuck it's called now. Later. Debating on just ending here, to be honest. Not a whole lot more I personally can do. We're at a standstill with Palvindor or Riftwatch. I'm not really sure what else to do. guess I'll go lie down.
Should we be able to get inside the turbine? I mean, they aren't the largest components. It's entirely possible they might have backups in storage in case something went wrong. They're absolutely necessary for the turbines to function.
Keep him on the ship.
One last thing.
They needed something.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to know in the event of like everything done.
How did
You.
did something? What?
I need a moment.
Yes.
There's a Bronson on the top deck looking for you.
Got it.
Boo. Sit down.